just one text. Make the whole crew break down and sweat. They pull their little axe, they play their cards, but he just laughs and hits them. Honey buns, yeah, the bunnies know whole milk drama queens turn crazy. The honey buns make the bunnies whole. Doughboy don't chase, he just lets them go. Crazy carrots screaming in the DMs at night, wishing they could slide in, but he knows they're not right. He don't fall for the games or the drama. All the spiraling. Honey buns make the bunnies whole. They can't handle a man who sees through the show. Chasing the sad girl glow. Attention, spinning her tails, but doughboy just lets it sail. Now the carrots, orange with rage, stalking every story stuck on the honey buns arise, they cool, stay cool. I'm gonna play the jealous fool. The honey buns make the bunnies whole. Doughboy don't chase, he just lets them cold. Crazy carrots screaming in the DMs at night, wishing they could slide in, but he knows they're not right. He don't fall for the games or the drama parade. Whole milk crew spiraling, calling him names. Honey buns make the bunnies whole. They all wish they were the one in those DMs, sending hot demands, playing pretend. But he sees the state breaks the drama parade, and honey buns winning while the carrots just fade. The honey buns make the bunnies whole. Doughboy stands tall, gives the real ones the skull. Crazy carrots munching on their own defeat. Whole milk crew melting in the summer heat. Honey buns forever. Watch the real ones rise. Honey buns make the bunnies whole.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Is it crooked? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whoever you are, what if any you might be. And I'm sorry for the echo sound. It's because when you prepare your show, when you set up videos, and you don't just sit here with your phone, Lauren. StreamYard, of course, thinks that you want the sound I play to you to go through another tab that I am sharing to be ready to share with you later, and then play it through that one too, because of course that's the natural thing I want. That's really, really clever thought of StreamYard, that I want to send the audio on a loop through another. It's just stupid. And yes, I don't know what have been said, because I do sleep sometimes, especially right now. I'm sorry I took a couple of days off. It's not just because I'm lazy. It's also because I have to listen a little bit more to my body's signal, and have been a little bit. I went to the doctor 2 times in a day and stuff like that. But we're trying to get back today. We will. I will do trial later today, but if I feel like it's going that way, I'll just end it. But I woke up this morning to about 15 different people telling me that my kids are now part of this. My good friends who are veterans are getting shit on. By the way, Aidan, remember when you said 2 days ago, I fucking love Kane. Kane is so great. This is the real Kane. This is Kane. This is the Kane who was on Jess Machado's show and said, if you unalive 6 million people, no one would know who Hitler was. It's only because it's... So this is the Kane that is real. Not the Kane that was a little bit based around the beta boys. This is the Kane that you get. And this is the lesson all of you have to learn. Just because someone is based one day doesn't make them based every day. Kane will be, have always been a massive douche canoe. And tonight, he proved it. But what I have been told is, of course, that Kane claims that I haven't seen my kids in 11 years. I talked to my daughter 2 hours the other night. And the same day, I saw my other daughter. We actually met up and hung out didn't hang out for that long. She was just dropping off an emergency key for her apartment at my house. And then we talked for like 15 minutes. So again, Aidan, you trust too fast. This is the Kane who claims that I haven't seen my kids in 11 years. When you suck the dick of a fat, disgusting man whose biggest thing in life is, I'm gonna hit you twice, once in the face and then you hit the ground. Come at me, bro. Who doesn't see his kid? Maybe don't be a little good bunion and bring other people's children into this. And my children are grown. My children is turning 23 and 25 this year. I don't know how many of you have still have weekend visitations with your kids, but I'm pretty sure most of you probably don't have it when they're 23 and 25 years old. At the same time, I can tell you that I think I might, in the time we had shared, or I had a weekend visitation where the kids came down to me, I think I've canceled. I think I might have canceled 3 times based on that we had snowstorms and I didn't want to take my kids in a car and drive them. We switched the weekend, so I still got the same amount of weekends because unlike your hero, I did see my kids. I put everything aside for my kids. I didn't sit and say, hey, can you all give Sweetle some monies? Can you all try and boost my daughter who is a person who can't figure out how to make a calendar appointment? Can you have her feel better? Send mommy some money? So, fuck you very much, Kane and J7. And Leach Machado, who was also on that show. Could just go fuck all of y'all. Fuck all of y'all. And then to the most very, very, very bad part. As I'm told, death threats were made. Death threats were made against a man who, even though it doesn't really bring in money, fame, or anything, works tirelessly every single day to help his fellow veterans who suffers from PTSD and other problems. I know you Yanks have that, well, thank you for your service, and that's fine. Not really a thing in Denmark, and I know Valhalla is a little, we just did it. But me and Valhalla, we did our tour. We'll talk about it with each other, have a beer, and say, that was a fun time. Hellfish Haven does every single day. And a thing you probably might not know because you haven't been in it, there's a big difference about coming home, knowing about the mental challenges some of our friends have had, and then self-inserting yourself into it. Because you cannot help but remember your own experiences. And if you put me, Val, and Hellfish in a room or on a podcast, and we were talking soldier stories, you would get all the good ones. The ones where one of my buddies fell asleep outside and was covered in snow, and it was so funny. He probably could have died of hypothermia, but it was a funny story. That time where I was supposed to shoot the LMG, and I forgot to put in the Danish one, you had to put a a little muscle brace in, or else it wouldn't repeat or cycle. I forgot that and was really dumb. And stuff like that. We'll make all those stories. But we have all had those days where you don't want to go back to that day. That day, you don't think about either. Hellfish is the bravest of all of us because talking to people who had bad days and who has to have help because of their bad days will put Hellfish back thinking about his bad days. And I'm not saying that you need to have been blown up or anything to have bad days. What you don't understand is the mental pressure you're on. You are sitting in a prison. That's actually what it is being on deployment. You have no freedom. You know where you eat, you know where you shit, you know where you go to shoot. For that man to face his demons every time he helps another soldier with his demons, you should all salute him. You should all praise him. That no one follows his YouTube channel is sadly a big problem. I don't know if I've had any of mods here who apparently, not apparently, that's not apparently. I don't know if I have any of my vets here, but please, if you are in here, please share Hellfish's channel. He is severely underrated as a human being. Hellfish never ever does anything for himself. When I was being accused of stolen valor, he started looking into it if I really had done what I claimed to do on a forest fire. He sent me a nice, very nice momentum that meant a lot to me. When anyone challenges anyone, he's the first one to say, I'll go check the records. I will do whatever I can to make sure we can prove your status. This is despicable. This is the worst people on the planet. And any of you who are just, oh, well, it's fun to watch, you're assholes. You all know exactly who Jess Machado and the Fat Pig are now. You cannot claim at this point that you didn't know that this was anything that you didn't see coming. This is what they do all the time. The death threats against a veteran made by a woman who apparently owns an insurance company shows you it's really good to be a Nepo baby, because no fucking way is mommy didn't own that company could she have done what she done. She sits at 10 a.m. drunk as a skunk on Jess Machado's show, rambling about a Danish guy she got some dirty text from. That's her life. And now, just because little mommy, the only one who still gives enough shit about her to pretend to like her because she pays the bills, participates in a show where you make death threats against a veteran. Any of you, even if it's just, well, I just go in there because I like to know if she's getting a straw today or not. Fuck you. Any single one. All you prison misties, all you moonsies, all you fucking despicable people. Fuck all of you. I'm ashamed that any of you who were great supporters of mine, of Aidan's, of Will's, of Nurse Kim, Jimmy, all the people around here, that you chose to stay with a woman who lies to you every single stream. She lies to you, and you know it, because she will then change her lies 5 minutes later. So fuck you. All of you 700 people who still goes there, not just to hate watch, but to follow mommy. All of you fucking crazy people who is now going to do a fundraiser because your fat cunt of a leader blew through $10,000. He's always like, oh, you're so mad I made money. No, it's impressive that you made $10,000. Absolutely amazing that you could wrangle $10,000 out of these stupid people for doing what you do. scream at Haitians and scream at people in a drive-through window, and they paid you allegedly $10,000. Do you know how many YouTubers make $10,000 a year? Not a lot of us. YouTube is kind of like OnlyFans. You have the Belle Delphines, and then you have the rest. We don't make 10 stacks a month. You might be lucky that you make good money, really good money one month. Most months, we pay our bills, and that's it. We don't make a shit ton of money doing YouTube. So the most impressive part about you getting 10,000 isn't that you got them. It's that you fucking blew it in a month. And I bet you didn't pay one credit card down. You didn't buy anything new for the house. You just woke up one morning and you didn't have $10,000 and you don't know where they went because you don't understand money and you don't give a shit because you are just like a drug addict. If I have Coke, I'll do Coke. If I have no Coke, I'll try to get Coke. And you can't understand why it's gone. Well, you just did it. Yeah, but I had so much. Yeah, but you did all of it. Yeah, but can I have more? You don't understand it. None of it. Still haven't gotten any of my mods. I need new mods. My mods are lazy. I'm sick of hearing it's just a joke, they're trash. It's just a joke. You can put that around everything and claim it's just a joke. But when it's consistently and maliciously said, I'm pretty sure at some point you can get a lawsuit against you because these people are despicable. Hey, Emily. I hope you all had a great night in Squirrel School and that teacher takes a good long break and get ready for the expert again. You are the strongest woman out there because you, well, not you. The White Rabbit is the strongest woman, but you are the second strongest woman. I know the expert. But thank you so much for the raid. Valhalla is the worst mod. I asked if someone will share Hellfish's link, and he's like, nah, I don't give a shit. I don't like him. I'm obviously so upset I can't type out what I wanted to say. Hellfish has been nothing but nice to me. I'll leave it at that. And I'm a stranger and he's a very kind soul. Yeah. And that's why it's so despicable. And that's why I'm saying anyone who will still support her and say, well, Hellfish did say something. Hellfish is an really need to take my stream and apply it better. That you want to go ahead and attack Hellfish and make death threats and dox him and say you're going to show up at his house. That shows you all you want to know about these people. All you want to know. And again, everyone just stop watching them. They won't go away until you stop watching. Well, these people watch them because they like them. And that's the worst part. They like that they sit there. I'll bet you if you go into the chat tonight, there's a lot of people saying, yeah, you go, girl. There's not a lot of people saying, don't dox a man who has a... I don't know if you have seen Hellfish. He does the thing that I hate people doing, and I'm sorry. You know I love your brother, but he brings his daughter on camera. She'll come in, she want to talk, she want to say hi. I've seen that wonderful little girl. You want to hurt her. You want to dox her. Because you got mad over some internet bullshit. You are gonna dox, I don't know how old she is, 2, 3 years old. You want to dox her because daddy said something to someone else you didn't like. Thank you, Valhalla. Finally, Valhalla is like, yeah, okay, well, I'm not getting all the attention today, but Hellfish can get a little bit attention too. If you haven't already, go show Hellfish some love. He's a very underrated person on the internet, and he is a great guy doing the Lord's work. Because again, it's one thing to fight your own demons and battle them, and everyone who has been deployed I'm not saying everyone has PTSD and everyone are severely injured, because studies show that we are actually on average more mentally well-adjusted than people who lives in the real world. 5% of veterans have mental health problems. 10% of the normal population have mental health problems, at least in Denmark. We did a big survey once. But again, me and Valhalla will have bad days where we would think about bad stuff. Hellfish Haven would be the guy who would pick up the phone and share a bad day with us. That's compassion. That's being the ultimate bro, because he doesn't know any of these people where he answers the phone and say, hey, buddy, just take a step back. No, you don't have to stand on the edge. Just take a step back. You know that that's not the solution. Remember what you have to live for. He's the guy who does that. He's the guy that these people want to off. Just remember that when you join tomorrow to watch Kane and J7 again and sit and laugh of them calling me doughboy or fat pig or talk about my penis, about average, you just remember they try to hurt a guy who help veterans who is about sometimes to take the last step over the edge. He's the guy who's helping them take that step back. I will bet you, and he will probably never ever talk about this, he has talked to people, tried to help them where he couldn't. And he then takes that and puts that on his soul as well. Not only does he take his own demons, but everyone else's. And I salute you, sir. You are the best of us. Threatening is and has crossed the line. I hope that Hellfish will, of course, make a police report about it. Again, if anyone is threatened or harassed on their shows, I'm not saying everyone should do this. I know Fatso claimed it the other day. Anyone who's personally being harassed by them should go and report it on the shows. Make sure they're taken down, because YouTube sadly isn't doing a lot about it. I get my daily harassment on these channels, and I don't think any of them have ever been taken down. I've even been accused of doing criminal acts, and which is, after I have told YouTube about it, they are now approving of claiming that I am a PDF file. But if you have been personally harassed by them, I would go and report their channels, because I'm sorry to say it, I know they've always been saying, oh, Baker wants to run us off the internet. No, I don't want to run any of these idiots off the internet. I want these people to just stop. At this point, I wish they weren't on the internet, because tomorrow the Bunions is going to sit there and say, well, everyone was talking about the dogs. I didn't do anything. I never would do anything, but Hellfish is a cunt. I wouldn't do anything like that. And they will just keep going. Lie, 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 lie. Any of you who still watches them, I hope you will get off the internet as well. I hope you will try finding joy, happiness. I know we do a lot of shit shows where we make fun of these fuck faces, but we're happy. Well, later we'll hear a clip where some people claim I'm not, but hey, we are happy most days. Yeah, it's a little annoying when you get 12 bunnies coming into your chat accusing you of being a PDF file, but you can just block those. But these people are fucking miserable. Always miserable. Imagine that was your life. Why do you keep going on the internet when it makes you miserable? Because you don't have a life. Instead of spending so much fucking time crying about everyone else's money, views, love stories, go get a fucking life. Drive to the local thrift store. Just go around in there. Maybe you can meet some nice person. You can talk to them. Go to the gym. Both of you fat cunts could use that. Go to the gym and just talk to someone. I go to my local little gym, and hey, my car needed its periodical service, and I bumped a guy in the Jim said, "Oh, sorry. Oh, by the way, do you know a good mechanic who can do this? Yeah, go to that guy." And then we had a cup of coffee because that's how you start talking to new people in a new town. You just say hey to them, and then sometimes you get a cup of coffee. Other times you just walk on. Go try having real life friends. All of this parasocial bullshit, it doesn't exist. It's so rare to see what you see with Emily and the expert, a genuine connection, not just that, oh, I'm going to use Emily because she can help my channel, or I'm going to use no one's going to use the expert for anything. He doesn't even know if he's being used. Going to Dollywood, seeing that thing, and I think a lot of you who came to Dollywood and saw us together could see that we are friends. You can't tell me that these people could ever do that, because if they met up, they would just be talking about everyone else. We meet up, we get drunk, we talk about life like you do with your neighbor. These people will just sit there and talk about, oh, everything's bad. Everyone's stealing from my pocket. She has a bet with Megan Fox. No, because Megan Fox said, just change your channel tomorrow. No, I need time to prepare for it. No, you just change your channel. I'll make fun of the beta boys tonight. And then tomorrow, God be willing, at my stomach holds up, I'll be back covering a trial, and I'll be sitting here saying, oh, that's interesting. Oh, yeah, that place is cinema at the scene. Okay. And then tomorrow night, again, if my stomach holds up, I'll be on FNL. And I'll be making dirty jokes and asking why Valhalla kills fish. And then Saturday, I might do a show where I talk about whatever. You just change your show. Because at this point, when you're so popular, when you are the greatest streamer on the planet, you just do a show and your audience will be there. You don't need to do a show about Aidan for your audience to come back, because then it's not your audience. Then it's Aidan's hate audience. It's the same with the Beta Boys. They did a show yesterday, well, a couple of days ago, where all of their show was Aidan, Will, and Baker are big assholes. That's all their show was about. Well, that's not true. But it's like 50% of their show is just playing clips of me and yelling about me. I'm like, I don't talk to you fucking beta cunts. Brian, I don't know why you put your hat on. Did you lose your wig? I just laugh at you. That's what we do. But you don't have a show if you cannot attack other people. That's the sad part about this, is these people are not creators. The only thing they do is just use everyone else to hate on and hope that the hate views will be there. That's the thing. These people are incapable of making their own content. When they do their own content, when they try to do something on their own, no one's coming. No one is coming to watch it. And they can't stand it. I don't give a shit that I'm watching a trial and I have 40 people watching it. Been away from trial streaming a long time. Not the most, that we have the Clancy case and the Tupac case. This is a small little case. But I still like covering it. I like the case. I think it's interesting. I don't need you to sit and validate me and talk about, oh, I'm making so much money. Oh, sorry. I wasn't going to talk about the fat cunts tonight, but sadly, they made me talk about them. Again, I hope that Hellfish has sought out the police and make sure that they take care of her, because she is a menace now. She's clearly gone overboard. But what I promised you was a little bit of these two fine gentlemen.
Other than the guy over in Denmark, and we'll get to him in a little bit too. The guy over in Denmark, and we'll get to him in a little bit too. State. The guy over in Denmark, and we'll get to him in a little bit too. The guy over in Denmark, and we'll get to him in a little.
Stop. Can someone tell me why he's so fucking happy? And why he's all squanched over and talking about talking about the guy over in Denmark. Get to him in a little bit too. Why do you talk about me, Brian? I don't know you. I've never streamed with you. I don't give a shit about you. You always were the worst of us. You were boring. You were genetic, and all you did was just try to self-insert yourself into all of it, and be, oh, I'm the classy guy with my own studio and my pocket square. You were just boring. Sorry, Miss V. I can see you keep DMing me. I'm live, so I'm not reading my DMs, and it's really distracting. So if it's not super important, maybe I'll read it after. But this is what he's doing now. Brian LTL, 60,000 subscribers, is now punching down on little me with 24,000 subscribers. Remember when all of them were like, oh, you don't punch down. Aidan went after people. He's punching down. Brian LTL has 60,000 subscribers. Mike has 50,000 subscribers. They're now punching down on little doughboy. But I'm pretty sure it's not the same. They're allowed to do it because I'm weird. That's probably what they're gonna say. Well, it's okay. Why they... I don't know if it's okay that they then attacked Lauren as well, because they need to be good with Queen Bunny. I don't know if you saw over on Twitter, Brian got so emotionally distraught when Des Machado went after him that he was he might do something bad to himself. I think that was what he said. Oh, sorry, I missed this one. Aka the cat lady. It's always falsifiable accusations. That's a big old word. Sorry. Punch the dough and it rises higher. Oh, yeah. But I love that these a-holes who was always, oh, you don't punch down, Aidan, are now punching down on little old me. Well, you're weird. Yeah, but you're still the bald guy who tries to hide it under your cap. At least I have hair.
Here and go, oh, well, he's just jealous. Really? I'm jealous of a fucking guy in Denmark that fucking wakes up that looks like he's mad at the world all the time. Fucking crazy eye fucking guy that makes no difference in what he talks about. Boring. I always put the hashtag boring Baker in the chat.
I don't know how to check it, but I'm pretty sure that hashtag boring Baker has never been used by Bri before. Hey, if you believe he never used hashtag boring Baker, use hashtag bald Brian in chat. I wake up and I look like I'm mad at the world. No, I wake up and I look like I haven't slept in 3 weeks. I don't understand. Is that an insult? I'm Scandinavian. I have two facial expressions, and those are the two facial expressions we are born with. You get the standard package when you're born in Scandinavia. It has to do with it's so cold that our facial features might get stuck in a different position, and we don't want that because we want to show you that we hate you. So it's... Someone, what? No, I think I'm fine. You can see the audio go. But this is the insult now, is that I look like I hate the world, but you're not jealous at all, little Bri. Absolutely. You two are well-adjusted men who clearly have nothing but the biggest success, because all of you are so freaking cool. And does he like Jimmy's new song? I haven't heard Jimmy's new song. I've been a little bit off the internet with all of that. That's called resting B-face. No, it's called being a Scandinavian. You don't get expressions. I've heard smiles exist, but I don't know. I've never seen them. Boring can be wonderful. Well, boring is good in a relationship, but yeah. You saw audio go. What? No, you have an indicator that your audio is coming through. Yeah, I don't smile. People always, why don't you smile? I've never smiled. I hate. I'll do the smirk. That's about the most I do. I don't smile, and I've never done it. And people say, "What? Don't you find this movie funny or stuff like that?" Yeah, but I just don't smile. I've never done it. Find any picture of me, and you'll see that 95% of the time I'll be like this. And it's not just because I don't like getting pictures. Brian the Chia Pet is so sensitive. Well, it's because he has all of this success. What you don't get, why we are so envious of these two massive YouTubers are, they are doing so fucking well, and we are just jealous. It's amazeballs how great they are doing.
Start on this, the
Yeah, we
Clancy
can riff through this. Yeah, we can riff through it. Let's just do this real quick because they hate when they see this stuff and the show starts this way, Mikey. They fucking hate
What's
it.
that?
So we got Sophie in the chat. Thank you, Sophie. 23 months.
What are they hating now? What
They
are they
hate. This is it, Mikey. You see the super chats come in. They hate this.
Oh, they hate the money. Yeah, they're
Over
all.
on
I
Young
love the
Jerk.
money. Thank
Money,
you.
money. There is
I had a good day in
already.
the markets today too. I hit
hate it,
all-time
Mikey.
highs
They
on my
hate it.
accounts today.
$25 over on the Young Jerks. Thank you so much, Rose.
Oh
Appreciate
yes,
you.
that's gonna buy me more oil stock tomorrow.
We got Karen over
CVE.
there. Karen over here on LTL, $10. I appreciate that. And we got Rose that just bumped over. Look at this, babe. Yeah, bumped over on the LTL side. I appreciate that. Let's give her a babe. Let's give her a
And
babe.
he's like, what are we talking?
I think they love money more than Jess Machado does. I actually think they are more in love with money than Jess Machado is. Did you see little money making Mike when money was brought up? Oh, we're getting money. Oh, I had the best day today in my market. I'm so up. I'm gonna buy oil. Aren't you a fucking liberal hippie, Mike? Aren't you, hey, let's smoke some green and take care of the environment? You're buying oil? Yes. I have investment in oil companies, but I don't I'm not sitting there saying, oh, I'm such a holy person. And Mikey, oh, I have so much money in my in my stock portfolio. Then why are you running around doing YouTube? Why the hell are you sitting here? If you are the greatest investor ever, and by the way, it's really easy to be up in a bullish market. I have stocks in my portfolio that's up over 200%. But that's because I just bought them when I know they were dirt cheap. It's not that I'm a great investor. It's the biggest bank in Denmark that had a big scandal and then dropped way below. Yeah, I made 200% on those. Really easy to do when you know they will be back. I also lost a ton of money on a company that went bankrupt that I thought there's no way in hell it'll ever go bankrupt. Fuck me, went bankrupt. And giving financial advice on YouTube without having any disclaimers on it, that's a really great idea. If you want to get sued, that's the best idea you can have. Yes, give specific stocks to invest in, like he did. Say what oil company to invest in, because when that oil company then loses money, have you met Americans? They are really, really fond of suing each other, especially if they give them bad financial advice. Probably, but hey, no one has ever accused Mikey of being a smart guy. But I love that our little hippie, our little weed whacker is, oh, I'm big in oil. Oil is great. Yeah, of course, oil is great. There is a war going on in the Middle East that you can figure out that helps oil prices. I understand why you're picking up dog shit and you're not picking up stocks, because that's fucking stupid. And $25 in the stock market. Oh, you're going to buy a lot of oil shares with that. No, you're not. You're gonna get a few. Hey, but it's better being in those $25 is better being put into the stock market than into a Jess Machado fundraiser. At least that's it. Del with an S, member for 17 months. We did it. Tommy has a lot of nerve. Yeah, that was when we all found out he is the biggest beta ever. If they were doing so well, their content wouldn't be bashing people who are actually doing well. Well, I'm doing fairly well in my own opinion, and now I'm bashing these little two betas. It's more because they did a fucking full show about me. I thought, nah, I can punch back a little bit. I don't have to turn it into we do it every night, and I'm not even going over most of the shit they talked about me because it's the same regurgitated Nan is mad at me bullshit. Oh, he made fun of an 11-year-old boy. No, I made fun of his crazy mom who used an 11-year-old boy to try and get famous on YouTube. That's why you two little beta boys are attacking Melody Little. It's because mommy tells you exactly what to do. My show might be dipping and going up and dipping and going up, but do you know what I have that you two little betas doesn't have? I have my independence. If my mods tell me I don't think you should do that, I can say, well, I'll listen to you today, or I can say, fuck you, I need to do it. I don't have a mommy who tells me what I have to attack. Because the only reason Bri hates that little guy over in Denmark is because I made fun of Nanyol. And they want to turn it around to, oh, he made fun of her kid. Nope. Oh, you have a video about an 11-year-old boy. No. I have a video about a woman who lost a shit ton of weight and thought that she would become popular. Using the medium of comedy, where I spoofed her old videos where she sent her son to just ask questions because he wanted to be a journalist, and they were not planned at all. Hey, mom, why are you the amazingest mom in the world, and why is Melanie Little so bad? Oh, I love that total random question that you just thought in your head. You're going to be a great journalist. Let me just flap my bingo wings. That's what I made fun of. Not her 11-year-old son. I made fun of the old cunt who used her 11-year-old son. All of your fake, oh, Baker's so bad. Maybe you two little cunts should tell mommy to grow up. Tell mommy to stop harassing everyone. Mikey, by the way, did mommy tell you the FBI was coming for me for making fun of mommy on the interweb? Remember when you said that after I did my annual roast show? Remember when you said, oh, he's going to be in trouble over on the rapper show? Where you said I was going to be in trouble because it was criminal and I was sexualizing an 11-year-old or something like that. And you had little Randall go crazy about my cop car, that's a NASCAR, and Gizmo. Remember that? Did Naniel say that I wasn't going to be in legal trouble? Oh, by the way, J7 is apparently suing us all now too. We're going to be in trouble. Me, Lauren, and Hellfish is going to get sued. Have to look out for that police car coming tomorrow to pick me up. But Mikey, is it Naniel who said that? Does Naniel know anything other than who got you all the inside track on Aidan's case in New Jersey? Who's a lawyer in New Jersey? But little Mikey, maybe don't listen to Naniel so much. Oh, Nicola, can't see you, but thank you for being here. Unblock me, Nicola. It's a joke. Me and Nicola can't see each other, and none of us has each other blocked, but we can joke about it. We don't have to sit and scream that we hate each other because of it. Well, I do find a lot on stream, but I do it very discreetly. I'll just hit the mute button and then I'll just sneak it out like. And no one will ever notice I do that. That's how you do it. Well, he used to be a stock trader, I believe, or day trader or whatever. That's his job before he fell in love with You know I like my women a little bit older. And then he started walking dogs because he loves walking dogs. But he used to trade stocks, apparently, allegedly. I don't know, in Minecraft. So far behind as always. Melissa watched Rat House. Everyone always watch Rat House, but did they go over tonight all the bullshit? I'm sorry if I don't have enough time in the day anymore. You don't know who these people are. You just finished Squirrel School 1. This is Squirrel School 2. It's free marketing when they talk shit about you. Well, when they call you a PDF file, it's not free marketing. It's more like, oh, that's defamation, you fat fuck. One lesson we learned in finance, don't mistake brilliance for a bull market. Yeah, that's the thing. Mike is sitting and talking about, I'm up more than ever. Yeah, the market is up more than ever. If you bought anything a year ago, you will be up like 12% right now. The average, that's why if you don't understand the deep meaning behind stocks is like gambling. You can be lucky and you can find a penny stock that becomes a billion stock, or you can buy a billion stock that will just fall out under you. But if you just invest in like ETFs and stuff like that, the average is, and of course, this is not financial advice, this is just what all common sense says. Over 10 years, your investments will grow at an average at 8%. That's what the market shows. So that's why you can just invest. You don't have to sit and listen to Mikey and pick the winners. You can just get an ETF that covers the market, and you will be up about 8% a year over 10 years. Not financial advice, but that's just how it is. The stock market is always growing. Then you'll have a big crack. But again, you didn't lose the money till you have to take them out of the bank. That's when you lose your money. If you just let them run and they start growing again, you haven't lost anything. KPT times. You're looking so much better. Hope you're feeling better too. Well, I'm feeling more energetic, and I feel like my pain isn't the same as it was 2 days ago. I'm still in pain, but it's manageable pain right now. And I hope that it'll stay that way. Then I can stream. Maybe I don't go for 6 hours, but maybe I'll do as much as I can and then send you all over to Trial TV or something like that. But I miss doing my streams. And see that, Mikey? These $10 are going straight into my stock portfolio. I'm going to buy some aviation stocks. Why are you taking a social media break, Mom? Who? In happier news, Lefty hit 900 subs again. Well, I haven't done my job good enough. Everyone on side stop from Lefty. Lefty is the worst person on the planet. What does she have to sue over? I don't know. Someone just sent me a screenshot that me, Hellfish, and Lauren are in trouble now. Just wait. I don't know. Whatever she made up yesterday. That's why we love him. So far behind. I'm turning into Lauren. I'm subscribed and like Broken Baker, not BLT or Mike, the weed skinking dog, Cooper Scooper guy. Donald, cool bike you have. I don't trust anyone who looks like they stream from a basement. We all kind of look like we stream from a basement. Again, Aidan started his entire show in a basement garage. It's the content, it's not the studio, which Brian found out. Studios is a really dumb expense to have as a YouTuber. You were an hour behind. Well, you were born behind. They say Hellfish doesn't pay taxes. Them fat cows are bullies. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. Mikey, my friend, I didn't clip that part. When you're talking about me sitting here on Social Security and being a loser. Again, Miss V, can it wait till after the show? I can hear the dings when the DMs come in. I'm sitting on Social Security. I'm not. I am, as I've said on my show, this is not a secret. I'm on an early retirement pension because of my back injuries. When I have YouTube income, and this might sound weird for you, Mikey, I do have a company that's called Baker Media Denmark or Baker Media DK. I pay my taxes through that, and then they subtract that amount from my pension. So I am fully in compliance with every single rule. When the people you listen to, because you're too dumb to do anything, are Nanuel and J7, you will sound like a fucking idiot because they are idiots and the information they give you is idiotic. I am in full compliance with everything. I just paid my taxes last month or last week for last month. I'll pay my taxes for this month in 6 days. It's when I pay my tax. I pay my taxes every single month. And then they take it out of my pension. The amount of money I make on YouTube, I have a fixed amount I'm allowed to make, and then I have an amount where they will then subtract it from my pension. I'm not on Social Security. I'm on a disability pension. It's not something you get on easily, but I am fully filed with everything, and I'm in compliance with everything. So maybe instead of being a loser sitting there, I hate money, I love money, maybe just do a little basic fact checking. This is what Jess Machado should have done. She wouldn't have been a lol cow today if she had done one simple thing. She could just have, hey, Baker, I hear this about you. Said, yeah, it's true. I'm not a big fan of your show. I find it a little bit boring. But no, I didn't stick my dick in a fleshlight. I asked her, what the fuck is wrong with you? And then she could have said, well, I'm sad. I'm sorry that you don't like my show. And, well, I'm not for everyone. And then she could have done whatever she wanted. But just like little Mikey, they just lie. Lie, 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 la, 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 lie. Because they don't know shit. None of these people are intelligent enough to open a book. This big old money-making Mike, don't know shit, Mike. You are the dumbest person on the internet. You think you're really, really fucking smart, but you have never, ever said anything intelligent. Never. Your trial coverage is absolute dog shit because you don't know anything. I'm not a lawyer. I know way more than you. Your weird xenophobic thing with, oh, no one outside of Boston is allowed to cover my state. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Me and Will have done more for freedom in your state than your little pussy ass because we didn't run when Krusty came after Aidan. Remember that? When you all of a sudden changed your tune? Well, I'm not saying Karen, we didn't do it. Please don't sue me, mommy. You're such a little beta. Lying. BLT, here's $5 because by Hoodbooker economics, that's actually the same as $32. Buy some oil stocks. I'm sure 32 will buy hundreds of them. Oh yeah, that was when the Hoodbookers thought that by me getting my payout in Danish made my money worth more. And then No, have you ever heard about exchange rates, you moron? I get out of these $5, I'll get the same $4 and $3.50 that you people get. I'll just get it paid out in Danish kroner instead of American dollars. It doesn't change other than I can buy less for $3.50 than an American can. Again, Dr. Pepper can cost $1 in Denmark. My money is worth way less than yours are. I should actually double my prices on my memberships because I'm so poor now. Or maybe I should just not think about money. Have fun. You haven't seen your kids in 11 years. Maybe they should be interviewed. Did you lie about your ex being abusive? Oh, we have an idiot in chat. Everyone, say hi to the idiot. I haven't seen my kids in 11 years. First of all, go fuck yourself. You don't talk about my kids, you disgusting piece of fucking shit. Second of all, I saw my kid 2 days ago and I talked on the phone with the other one. Unlike these cunts that you follow, I have a great relationship with, especially now when I've been sick. I'm getting many phone calls that I'm actually sick of them. I'm like, hey, can you stop calling all the time? Because they're worried about me. I know no one is worried about you because disgusting people don't have friends. But I see my kids all the time. Unlike Jessica, I didn't say goodbye to my kids when I got divorced. I've been in my children's lives my entire life. I have sat through every stupid little school play that I could get to. I have sat and watched badminton on Sunday mornings after been driving hundreds of kilometers to take my daughter to go play badminton. I have driven through snowstorms to get my kids because my kids are more important than Siggy's, Patience, Decino, and my fat, despicable wife who just sits and screams into a camera. So judge yourself. Go fuck yourself. KBT times, 7 months. Gallbladder free since 1996. Do it ASAP. Well, socialized healthcare, they tell you when they operate. I don't get to decide it. Honestly, disability is not a problem when you need it. The thing is, our disability is built in that you can work a certain amount. It's a safety net. So I can try to do this, and then I can take 2 days off because I didn't feel well. I'm not going to go bankrupt. I don't have to sit here every day and try and finagle money out of you. That's how our disability is. I could be working at a thrift store. Maybe I could make one of those secondhand stores, and then I can just go bankrupt with it and steal everyone's things that they gave me to sell. Maybe that's a business idea someone could use. I could do that. I could walk dogs as long as I file it with the IRS and they then retract it from my disability. Perfectly fine in Denmark. That's the thing these numbskulls don't understand. My husband only ever saw mood from the neck up. I said she's in a complete circle. He didn't believe me till I showed him she nearly fell out of his chair. Again, can I body shame anyone? No, I'm 300 pounds plus, but I'm well aware that I'm 300 plus pounds. I'm a big old fat guy, but I do try to eat better. I try to go to the gym, try to do something to better myself. These people are just disgusting, and you know you're not hot. We've seen the pictures of both of you outside of court. None of you is all that, and a bag of potato. Well, several bags of potato chips is probably in you. I'm in the same situation, early pension and disability. I try to do a bit of work once in a while, but because of back and knee problems after multiple accidents, it's not easy. No, but the thing is, those days where you can do it, it helps you because it's really good for the mind to do something. Nobody's taking stock advice from Mike Cryford. Believe that. I think, sadly, some people are dumb enough. I am a scammer. No, that would be Jess Machado, who illegally obtained funds claiming that she was going to pay them to veterans and then used it for her own. So she lied to her audience, which is a scam, which is illegal in Massachusetts, which probably, if anyone copied those videos where she lied, and sent them maybe to TPS USA as well, she could be in a whole heck of a lot of trouble because she broke the Massachusetts, who has actually quite stringent laws about obtaining funds. So she's a scammer. She's a known scammer. She admitted she's a scammer. She did it on her stream. She said, I should be paying $700. I paid $400. She scammed you out of her money, out of your money, because she didn't give it to what she told you she would give it to. She paid other stuff with the money. That's not what she said she was going to do. If you raise money for something, you pay the other expenses out of your pocket. The idiot isn't here even. No, Valhalla dropped them. I just didn't see that he already banned them. Since the phone call started on your stream, it's gone wild. What phone call? What am I missing? Oh, it's a known douche. Well, thank you, Valhalla, for doing something. All the other mods are lazy. I have 2 nighttime mods. One of them is really lazy. Olap has done wonders with her clips. Yeah, I think Olap showing that she's constantly lying is what actually have lost her the most of her viewers. At the very least, she sold 90.95 by paying for that grow plan or whatever out of the dollars. That alone makes her a thief. Yes, exactly. She scammed her audience because she said all the profits will go to the veterans. If $1 less went to the veterans, she scammed her audience. There's no ifs, buts about it. It's not semantics. It's not, you don't know anything. But hey, the little bunions will fight for her. But let's get back to someone who won't fight. I call this gonna make money, fuck you, Kane. So now Mikey Boy and Kate Peter is the same because they break a lot of stories about Aidan. Funny enough, Mikey Boy, a year ago, you cried, 2 years ago, you cried that Kate Peter were going to put you in prison for 10 years. I don't talk to cops when I talk to the cops. Remember that one? And now you're breaking the same stories as Kate Peter. Oh, how the tables have turned. Thank you, Nandy, for a little running hippo super stick. I wish we could see those on StreamYard. But thank you so much. That video had no volume. Maybe if I didn't mute it to try and fight the echo. We'll try again.
It's funny. They complain no matter what. And now it's just like, you know what? We're just going to make money off of it. That's it. We're just going to cover it. People want to hear what we have to say about it. They know that we have special inside sources. You know, I break news on Aidan a lot. I don't know if people have recognized that. Just like Kate Peter does. I mean, Kate Peter breaks a lot of stories on Aidan Carney.
yeah.
So, I mean, might as well make some money off of it. The guy friggin' ruined our channels, tried to take all our money away.
The guy freaking ruined our channels. Funny enough, remember when Brian lost 6,000? Yeah, Brian lost 6,000 subscribers really fast. He was the biggest drop-off I've ever seen before Jess Machado in percentages. And he got them all back. But he ruined your channel. You're both boasting all the time. We're doing so fucking great. Everyone is so fucking down. We are amazeballs. But Aidan ruined our channels. Can they ever keep it straight? I saw a clip where she took a book when she went on vacation that she's supposed to leave there. Someone got in her carry-on. Guess what, thief? Well, she admitted that she steals things from when she visits people's houses, and it's stupid little knickknacks. Just because she likes stealing. She stole from a bar. She steals from everyone, and she admits it. She is a thief. She cannot come and say, well, Valhalla is a douche canoe for calling me a thief. No, you stole. Thief is what you are when you steal. You have said it a million billion times. You are a thief. Your husband say you steal. You are a thief. Jess Machado did that. Now he's giving her super chats. Yeah, that was Brian LTL. He cried so much over Jess Machado that he was contemplating playing in traffic. And now he's sending her super chats just because that little bitch boy got his butt hurt. And not in the way he would like. Kleptomaniac. We had our queen, our king's grandmother was a kleptomaniac. And they had, when she went into stores, she would go and pocket everything. And technically in Denmark, the royals are outside of the justice system. So they can't really do anything to her, couldn't do anything to her. But she had a lady in waiting just going around behind her, and then she would tally up and say, okay, she stole for $500, pay that, or she stole for $20, pay that. Because she would just go and stuff everything into her bag. She was a thief. But hey, he was royal. He paid it later. That's crazy. I stole a piece of gum and I felt like I had to go to confession. We have all stolen something. We have all done that. That's something you do as a child. You'll steal a piece of candy, or you might take those $5 and hope that no one noticed that because you really, really want to buy something. Everyone has stolen a little thing, a CD or some. Well, you kids don't know what a CD is, but everyone has stolen. But when you still steals regularly at 40, at 50 fucking years old, that tells me all about why your kids are so badly adjusted to the real life. Because you are not adjusted to real life. You have never been trained how to act in society. You think that you can do all of this, that you are outside of the normal morals. You don't have the morals we live by. That's why you teach your kids morals, to make sure they don't break those rules. Every kid have stolen some. Every one of you in chat have stolen something at some point. If it's a piece of candy or it's a motorcycle, I don't know. But every single one have stolen something. And the experts have never stolen a heart. Well, unless it's those heart candies from Hershey's. That makes me better feeling knowing everyone does it. I don't have to feel bad about that old lady's wheelchair now. Pushed her right into the road. You needed that wheelchair more than she did.
So of course I'm going to make money off of it
Right.
now. And that's all it is for me. People are like that dude last night said I was bitter or some shit.
That's Kane.
We were privately talking after. He's saying like I'm a scorned girlfriend. Dude, I'm making money. And like this guy, like the Kane guy, I don't know what your thing is about money. I thought you liked money, but I saw you last night bashing on people trying to raise money for Machado. It's like, are you jealous of the money? Is that what it is? Like, what's going on with you and the money? Like, we want to make some fucking money off of this guy because he costs us a lot of money. And if you call that bitterness, no, that's opportunity. And that's also us using our skill set and our knowledge that you don't actually have because you don't even fucking know what's going on, Kane. You don't even know who's who. And all the relationships and the inside info. That's why people want to watch what we're doing.
That's why people want to watch what we are doing. This is a stream, again, don't disparage numbers. You are 400 people here because the wonderful Emily rated me. But at the same time they were streaming, they also took some digs at Lauren. Lauren was streaming about Jess Machado, which I think she does in a great way. I'm going to beat her with that phone at some point. It's not a threat, it's a promise. Because, but at the same time, Lauren was streaming to 800 people. Lauren has a channel that's, I don't know how many thousand subscribers she has. These two have 110,000 combined subscribers. They had 165 people on average watching. They dual streamed. 165 people on average watching their show. While Lauren, who cannot figure out how to turn off her Wi-Fi, who is further behind chat than I am, had 800 people covering her. But everyone wants to go and hear about your insights, your connections, your network, talking about money constantly. It's no, you two are washed up. No one cares about you. All you have now is the same Jess Machado have. It's the same that the rappers have. We hate Aidan. Those are the only people watching you now. We hate Aidan. It's a good grift, but it's going to go away as well. Because you have to constantly, I bet you tomorrow they'll do a show about, at the deposition yesterday, I'm sure Aidan did this and that. I just hope Aidan was asked if he really fixes fridges. Hulda says, everyone remember to subscribe and hit the like. Yeah, thank you if you would. And thank you for 10 months, Hulda. I hope Spain is better than Denmark. It's really foggy here today. What actually is Jess Machado raising money for herself? Why is she facing criminal charges? Why is she facing criminal charges or facing a civil case? No, money is down, so they're going to do a fundraiser, and I think they're going to do it opposite Danny's fundraiser Saturday. Everyone remember to watch Danny's fundraiser this Sunday over on Red House Media. If Valhalla is here, he might be able to drop a link for Red House Media. But I think they're going to try and combat money raise. They are so in love with this woman, again, who made $10,000. How many of you make $10,000 in a month? How many of you make $10,000 in 2 months? The woman who ate through $10,000 in less than a month, they are now trying to make a fundraiser just to give her money. Hey, any of you fuckers want to do that? Expert, get right on it. Do a 12-hour stream just to pad my bank account. Do you know how insane it is? You can just send her a super chat. You're going to do a fundraiser and do a show about, oh, today we're going to raise money for Jess Machado. Why? She doesn't have any money. Yeah, but what does she need them for? Dino, Dickies, patients, a speech therapist. If any, and again, there's probably some hate watching later. If any of you fuckers give some money, why don't you just burn them? Giving Jess Machado money is burning money. That woman never, ever, and will never, ever understand money. That's why she has poor people mentality. That's why she loses her money constantly. Because that woman will spend $2 when she earns $1. And now these idiots want to make a fundraiser to give her money. What's idiots? What idiots? Oh, sorry. Who is Lauren and what's her channel? It's CSI Investigator. Kane saw through Moran and Mikey and told the truth to his face. Well, if anyone knows an idiot, it's Kane, because he is the biggest idiot. Anyone who thinks that Kane is cool after what he said about Mikey, go watch him talk about Hellfish Haven and other veterans on J7's show tonight. That's the real Kane. Sorry, Kane isn't cool. Kane isn't the next based one. Kane is a fucking asshole. Kane is a despicable piece of shit. That's why he hangs out with J7, because she's the only one probably worse than he is. Mike always bragged about getting good guests, and when he got Afroman, I was extremely disappointed in the show. Well, Mike can get guests. Mike can interview, because Mike has no personality. You need to have a bit of a personality to do an interview. You don't have to overshadow your guest, but you also have to lead them, guide them, and show them what is it your audience want. Mike doesn't have skills for that. Why would I give her any money? She's able to work. Well, she's not. She's actually not able to work because she has, it's called Laysinges. It's a new disease that really hits her hard. Every time she has to work, Laysinges just takes over her body and she cannot work. Yes, it's a fundraiser over on Danny's channel for Aidan's defense fund. Not to buy Aidan an above ground pool, not to buy him a week's supply of Asiago bagels. It's for his defense fund. That's why you raise money. That's why we do fundraisers. It's because there's a purpose with them. It's not just, hey, Will Leclerc needs a new pair of Jordans. Let's do a fundraiser. That's not what we do. We do fundraisers for things that people need to pay. We can do fundraisers for, like I did with Carmen when she needed new safety equipment to make sure she was safe at work. Do a fundraiser about that. But doing fundraisers just because mommy isn't getting paid enough is fucking idiotic. Then you just go give her super chats if you think she's not making enough money. What's the fundraiser going to be about? Are they going to talk about her upcoming... No, she doesn't have any upcoming lawsuits. Going to talk about when the roof blew off her house. No, she didn't, because it's a mom's house. Are they going to talk about Sweetel's new car? Why do you call your grown son Sweetels? You can do that at home. My mom used my nickname at home, but she fucking never used my nickname in front of other people. It's just, you are infantiling. I don't know if that's a word. You're infantiling your kids in a way that's really unhealthy. You don't teach them morals. You don't teach them how to be a member of society, and you're treating them like infants. This is why everything will go wrong in their life if they don't break the circle. They will end up just like you because you never gave them the basic foundation us parents are supposed to give them. Retailer, 6 months. I was late today. What's Danny's fundraiser for? It's for the Turtle Boy Defense Fund. Yes, Rat House fundraiser on Saturday. I can't remember the time. I'm so sorry. Lauren is great. Go check her out. You won't regret it. She's a sweetheart. She's my I even wife Lauren now. Oh my God, that was so funny when J7 found out we made jokes about me and Lauren getting married. He got pissy. Infantilizing. Yeah, it's a term. Thank you. Infantilizing. That's somewhere there. Does Jessica have a job? Jessica, I think, is doing fiber installment, which is in Denmark, that's a pretty fucking good job. That's probably like between 35 and 40,000 Danish a month. That's good money. That's you can have a car without it getting repoed of that kind of money if you don't smoke and go to the casino and use all your money. You could live decently, even with a fat wife who doesn't work. You could live decently off of those money in Denmark that a fiber installer. My friend works installing fiber. He makes good money. Good money. Because she needs auto insurance for that one. She asked Hobby was driving without it. Look for victims. And the driving without an auto insurance, isn't that mandatory? In Denmark, we have mandatory liability. We have two types of auto insurance in Denmark. You have the liability. Mandatory, everyone who drives a car must have it, or you cannot drive a car. And then you have the one that if anything happens to the car, they will take care of the car. But it's mandatory. It's by law. You're not allowed to drive a car without liability insurance on it. They are auctioning great pictures of Aidan on granite on a Rat House. I know Danny's show will be good because Danny make good shows. I know the shit show they're going to put on for Jess Machado will be horrible because it's going to be Moosey and J7 and Kane and all of these fuckfaces. First of all, Moosey is the only one who can make Tuesday look fast. J7 will go into the 27th story about how everyone is after Jess Machado because it changes every time she tells the story. And Kane will probably just say some really despicable shit because that's what he do. Krista says, I'm so happy to see you smiling and sassing. Well, thank you for 20 months. And I'm a little more angry than sassing today. Danny posted that the fundraiser is on 4:05 p.m. Not sure if that's Eastern. Thank you so much, Cheryl. Yes. Our breakfast Sunday, also not necessities. She could have changed her life with that this info. Again, if you are, and again, I'm a fatty. No ifs, buts about it. I have an addiction to potato chips. If I have potato chips in the house, I will eat them. I cannot not eat. I can't do the things that some of you can say like, oh, I'll just have a handful or I'll just have 5. I will eat, no matter if it's this big or this big, I will eat a bag of potato chips. It's like crack to me. I cannot not do it. That's my biggest problem. That's why I don't have potato chips in my house anymore. And that's why I'm trying really hard not to buy it when I go out. Especially, I was on that Vegovi shit until my pancreatitis. That took away all my cravings. Now, because it's leaving my system, I'm getting more of those cravings again. But I'm really, really trying to be good and not pick up anything and don't buy anything because I know if I just slip up once, I'll be right back eating a bag of potato chips 2, 3, 4, 5 times a week. I cannot help myself. But this cunt doesn't do anything. She's not working. Why can't she just buy some creamer? I know you can get those horrible, disgusting artificial creamers with the taste in it in America. That's really popular. Buy one of those, buy a coffee, get some ice, and then you just go into your kitchen and you make yourself an iced coffee. That'll probably be 50 cents. She gets in her car, spends driving time to go and pick up a $6.50 coffee. And I don't know how much her bagels are. That's her breakfast. He doesn't do shit. He's not out taking a walk. He's not doing it. Again, if she bought her coffee and then went for a walk, at least she would do something with it. No, she's just lazy. She's just sitting in her car screaming at Haitians. That's why she is so big. Because she's just stuffing in calories and she doesn't do anything. She's constantly eating on streams as well. And then she gets mad that people fat shame her. You haven't been fat shamed. Maybe I should pay $5 to Ricada and get him to fat shame you. It works really well when he fat shames people. Just ask Megan Fox. But your laziness and your absolute disdain for money that you just piss them off every morning, just with the driving and back and forth, that's more than $10 she spends every day on coffee. Because it also costs gas money to go there and all of that. And she's remember that stream? Oh, I'm so rich now, bitch. I can buy 2 coffees and just throw one away. No, you're not rich. That's fucking poor people mentality. Oh, I have money today. Yeah, but you need money tomorrow too. I don't give shit. I have money today. Yeah, but then you have no money tomorrow. Well, I'll just cry tomorrow then. I bought McCaffrey for my coffee maker yesterday, and I feel like I won the lottery because it was on sale. I've been drinking that shit for weeks for $25. I went and got a big like the K-Cup system, got a big value pack. Normally I'll buy the off-brand. This was a value pack of the on-brand. It's fucking good, and it was less than I normally pay for the off-brand. Yeah, but it doesn't work here. Me and Nicola has tried everything. My girlfriend eats cronuts like most people eat chips. The expert tried to get me to eat a cronut, and he has ever since then, he claims I ate it, didn't eat it. It's not for me. I think it's disgusting. He ate it, and then he blamed me. Expert is kind of like that dog that'll poop in the corner of the room, and then he'll try to blame the cat for doing it. I'm okay-ish. I just had 2 days that wasn't that great. I can't with the eating sounds. And it's such a weird thing. I hate eating on. I do it if someone sends me stuff. I will try it on camera, but I've always had that rule: no eating on camera, no vaping on camera. Sometimes I've slipped up when I was still vaping, but you just don't do it. One of them, vaping, because YouTube has some weird rules, and sometimes they'll enforce them. Again, I'm not judging. You can vape all you want. You can do all the devil's letters you want. But if I invite you on my show, I will ask you, hey, can you please just turn off your camera while you do it? Because it's just so YouTube don't strike me. But eating on camera is just, especially, I'm a fat guy. If a fat guy eats on camera, people will come after me and say, yeah, that's the reason why you're fat. If you don't want to have people talk about your weight, don't eat every fucking stream. I don't eat before I stream, and it's 8:30 in the morning now. I'll go out and I'll have my bowl of yogurt, and then I'll go to the gym, come home, do my lunch. I'll try to do my trial today, see how long I last. I will then go make dinner while not on camera. I don't eat on camera because when you're fatty, it's the signal you send. But it's also the disdain you have for your audience. It's the same with her 20 minutes of nothing. It's the disdain you have for your audience, that you think that you can treat them like shit and they will still stay there. That's such an abuser mentality that these fuckers, they don't give a shit. They love me so much. They will be here. Yeah. You don't eat on camera. You snort pixie sticks. Pronounce croutons. It's little bread squares. It's a crouton. It's French. How much weight have I lost? Around 20 pounds. Oh, I am a fatty. Just go look at the FNL. Oh, they found the video of me being fat on FNL when I was sitting with the bag over my head and said, oh, he talks about people being fat. I say I'm the fattest person on the internet all the time. I know. I have a mirror. I know I'm fat. I'm not sitting here saying, oh, I look like $1,000,000. No, I'm a fatty. There's a reason why I go to the gym. There's a reason why I try to be more aware of what I'm eating. I eat a shit ton of kale right now and a lot of greens. That's most of my stuff is chicken and vegetables. Expert never heard what a vegetable is in his life. I buy 4 bags dunking beans for 25 and make it at home. I like mine strong. Husband likes it weaker. It works out. I don't like the roasting on. That's. Oh, I never had. I don't know about dunking. I don't like how Starbucks roast their coffee. Muscle weigh more than fat. Actually, when I was in the hospital because my admission weight, they took that, and then I was weighed every morning to see if the water was retaining and stuff like that. And one day they came in. That was a big compliment. The nurse came in. She said, "I need to weigh you again." I said, "Why?" "Because your weight is off." I was like, "Okay." Well, maybe it's too low or something. It might have read weirdly instead of yesterday. And she said, "What's off with it?" She said, "You don't look like someone who weighs that much." I took that as a compliment. Because, yeah, I ain't bringing what up. I don't see everything you write, Lifty. You know I don't see you. You're not allowed on this channel. You're blocked on this channel. You know that. I don't know who you're talking about, but probably a good person. If YouTube stopped for vaping, I wouldn't have a channel. Fixed it. Well, YouTube has a rule that you're not allowed to smoke on camera. You're not allowed to drink on camera. You're not allowed to do drugs on camera. People have been struck and demonetized for smoking cigarettes, which is legal in every state in America. That's why I'm saying, I just ask you if you come on my show, please turn off the camera while you're doing it. I'm not saying you're not allowed to do it. I just say, just do this. Because you can do this and then you come back and it's fine. That's just my rules. I don't say you can't do it on your show. Vape away. Katie, I knew you would be coming, and that's why I was waiting for you. You look great, just don't like that you had to end up in the hospital. Well, I wasn't planning on that when I got on the fat needle, but hey, that's what happened. Notice who is writing down in the bottom and notice they didn't pay.
Yeah.
Look what Nan just said.
Yeah.
But as we found out, Kane texted Aidan right after he hopped off.
And as soon as he hopped off, he's responded to what's her name? And he's also sending me private messages. Oh, it's all cool, but it wasn't. This, and I saw all his posts today. It's like, dude, you act one way in private, but in public you act different. Where have we seen that before? And and then when I push back privately with him, then I saw the real Kane. And he's a clown. He's like a lot of people. He's very thirsty. And this is his thing. He's getting a little bit of traction with the show with J7, and he looked at us like we were ruining his show or some shit. It's very possessive, and it's like, dude, all you had to do was roll with the punches. All you had to do was say, you know what, I'm not feeling good. I gotta head out early tonight. Like, just be fucking nice. It's her show. She wanted us on there.
About it, you gotta, and I don't mention her often because she's just a fucking loser. But Queen Valerie today puts up this fucking tweet, and she's like, "Oh, Kane had to sit up there for 2 hours with."
When did the Bald Brian start doing all of this? I'm fucking don't fuck. When did he become a tough guy? I don't. It's. Did he used to be a tough guy? Didn't he used to be in a suit with a little pocket square and being all the nice guy? And wasn't that the thing that he was the nice one of us? He was the professional, and now he's sitting there and yeah, fuck this, fuck that. And look at Daniel again. He's taking care of her boys.
LTL and Young Turks.
No, he didn't have to. He didn't have to. He
but it
could have
was
been a
like-
fucking if he no, instead he was a fake fuck for 2 hours.
And,
And then at the end, he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be tough now. Now that I'm leaving, I'm gonna be a tough guy." You're a fucking clown. You acted like you were all cool, but you weren't. You were a fucking fake fuck, and everyone
And I was
saw
on the
through
show
it
for
last night.
5 fucking minutes, and it seemed when I started talking about Will and TB, he got fucking mad about it. He was like, "All right,
Oh, he didn't like that you were up there. He wanted to end the show. This fuck wanted to get rid of me and then close out the show and talk shit about me. That's what he wanted. That was his little goal. And fucking when you came up, he's like,
Aidan was
"Oh
probably
fuck."
texting him.
Yeah, it's like whatever, bro. You know, you got your little pop. It's fucking cheap. It's a cheap pop, and that's all you'll ever get from us now. And you know what, Kane? I'll be here in 5 years. And you know what, Kane? You don't even know. Kirk Minahan said my name 5 years ago on his show, 6 years ago, 7, 10 years ago. Like, you know, you have no fucking clue, bro. You have no clue. Even some of the shit I was talking about the politicians and he's like, why does he need you?
Kirk Minahan mentioned me 10 years ago, bro. Kirk Minahan. Who gives a fuck, Mikey? BLT is so mad he wanted a new big boy contract in his eye, hoping for views. Lol, instead, he quit not even 20 seconds into BLT joining. Well, Kane is a fuckface. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, he's based because he left. Kane is a fucking idiot. In my opinion, he's one of the most despicable people. Go back and watch what he said when he was on Jess Machado's show when she actually had to kick him off. That guy is a fucking disgusting piece of shit. Go watch what they said on J7's show tonight about Hellfish Haven. A guy who fights for veterans' mental health. Kane is a despicable piece of shit. Just because he was right once, he's still a fucking cunt. That guy don't give a shit about anyone. I'm sorry, Aidan, again, you trust too easily. Oh, he said the right thing once. He must be a good guy. No, he's the guy who said, if Hitler had killed 6 million black people, no one would be talking about it. That's insane. Fucking insane. He's not changed. That he doesn't like Crying Brian, well, no one does. Only it's Daniel who likes him. Everyone else are just laughing at him. Oh, I'm so big, I'm so important. Even Mikey talks over you all the time because Mikey knows you're boring as shit. You don't have any qualities that anyone wants. And now you're sitting there, oh, I'm so cool. And I was mentioned by Minahan 10 years ago. Again, I don't understand it. You Massachusetts people still haven't given me a reason. Why is everyone in love with the KMS guys? They just seem like frat boys who haven't found out that they turned 40. I'm not willing to give a view to someone like that. That's why I watch other people's review. Yeah, that's no one in their right mind should be following any of those two ladies at this point. If they still do, good for you. Yeah, that's actually, if you want to know why I said, why me and J7, it blew up completely. It was because Jess Machado was hosting this idiot on her show, and he said these despicable things. And the next day, Jess Machado came back and said, well, I know some people said yesterday he was an anti-Semite, but he's not. I asked my kids who is partly Jewish or whatever. He's not an anti-Semite. And everyone in chat was like, are you fucking insane? The things he said yesterday about the Holocaust and how the Jews, and it's all that modern bullshit about, and again, I don't give a shit how you see the Israel-Palestine conflict. You can have all the opinions about the Jew running the media and whatever the fucking stuff people are going into these days. But that's where it started really going fucking boom. When she told me it's because of your generation. It's because of your age that you see the Holocaust differently. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I have sat in school with survivors who were in the camps. I've been to the fucking camps. You don't try and talk it down. I know some dum-dums will say, oh, it didn't happen. I walked those camps. I talked to people who were in those camps. Again, when you hear a grown man in his 70s tell you that he picked lice out of his armpits and ate them so he had some food, you know that wasn't being on vacation in Florida in August. It was a little bit worse than that. When you hear that guy say, I only survived because I played that when the Russians were about to liberate the camp, they were walking around and calling people out by name, and when they mentioned, they just shot them. And he played death and hit. So he survived. And when the Germans left the camp and they started coming out of all their hidey holes, that's when these people will tell that didn't happen. He was in a camp filled with dead people who had been just shot in their face and were laying all over the camp. And these people will tell me it's because of my age that I don't understand the intricacies behind the Holocaust and how it was. Go fuck yourself. That's where I knew that J7 was fucking insane. When she tried to defend it, she would then try and say, well, yeah, he was wrong. And I said, why did you defend him yesterday? Well, I'm just saying you can see it from both sides. And that's why I knew he was too insane to be around. It wasn't because of Jess Machado. It wasn't because I already knew she was insane because she had been telling me all these lies about every time I was like, can you please not be a fucking menace in my chat? Oh, well, I went to the doctor today. You could have supported me. I don't know why you went to the doctor. Well, I found lumps in my chest. Well, I didn't know that. How should I know that when you were screaming at someone in my chat? And she would lose her fucking mind. But that's when I know there was no way that I would ever be friendly with that woman again. When she told me I'm too old to understand the Holocaust, I fucking went to the camps. I've seen the camps. I've talked to people who were in the camps. Anyone who want to say, well, that's not true, go talk. There's probably only a very, very small amount of survivors back, but go listen to them. And then tell me in any way that, well, it was just, and again, it doesn't have to be the Jews. You can talk to the gypsies or Romani or whatever you call them today. You can talk to the gays. You can talk to the disabled people. You can talk to the Catholics. You can talk to the union members, because all of them was also part of the Holocaust. These dumbskulls don't know that. He tried to use, well, black people died in the camps as well. Yeah, that was a very small amount because contrary to popular belief, we weren't really diverse back in the 40s. Not a lot of black people. Maybe from the French area when they arrived there because France had a lot of African colonies. Yeah, maybe, but it wasn't black people that they were going after. Yeah, there were racist fucks, but that wasn't the main people who died. It was the Jews, it was the Catholics, it was disabled people, it was Romani, it was homosexuals. Those were the people they killed. But tell me I'm at the wrong age for believing that. That also has to do with intelligence. And that's why I say just because Kane is smart enough to know that Mike and Brian are two little cocks doesn't make him right. My friend who was in the camps was marched from camp to camp because he NCO, they didn't want him to lead a rise up of people. That's, yeah, and he was in the POW camps. They were better, but they weren't great. I visited the Auschwitz camp in June, seeing the little shoes, the hair glass, the huts, line after line after line. The chill is something I can't describe. When I saw the hair, that's when I knew these people cannot be human. You cannot be human and do that to other people. Also visited the place is huge. Could send you photos right now of the people that went to the camps. Yeah. And these people will just say, well, it's just because the Jews got media to talk about it. That's because you don't know a lot of other people. It's around 6 million Jews, but I think 1.5 to 2 million other people died in these camps. Go look at what they did to Russian prisoners of war. Stalin's son died in a prisoner of war camp.
Yeah, and I always laugh too because they always goes, "Oh, the views, the they don't have any viewers, they have no people." But you know what? People come in here and support us.
Yeah.
I mean, look at all the yellow, the red,
Yeah.
the green,
The
that
money.
flows through these
Yeah,
chats.
and look at the
Support us.
replays and look at
I love again. It's not about look at all the people watching me. Look at the chat that's booming. We're having so much fun here today. It's look at the money. Look at the money. If you stream for money, you're streaming for the wrong reasons. You are streaming for the wrong reasons because you will be counting money every single day.
the subs and look at the, the numbers don't lie. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, Brian's got over 60,000 subs. I got over 50. My subs.
That's 110,000 combined, and you had 165 people on average watching your stream. Yes, I was counting numbers because you were making these statements. And I'm going to show you a little funny thing later.
Moving up again. My numbers are definitely moving up.
Mine
again.
are definitely going down, but the good thing is it's all people that I don't fucking want here anymore.
So if you are one of the people that went away from Brian LTL, fuck you. Fuck you. You are not worth his time. Isn't that funny? It's the same like Jess Machado said about 3-4 weeks ago when she started getting all the lashback from when Jolene started covering her little cowiness. It was like, yeah, some people are going away, but I don't care because they're not the ones I want here. You want everyone around here. You want every single view you can get because one view boosts you and maybe someone new will find you. This is such a big old cope. It's the right people that goes away because they're not worth anything. I bet you, and to this day, I still don't think I have ever received one super chat from Arkansas Bestie just before anyone claims, because I've seen she has been very generous to my friends, and I thank you so much for supporting my friends. But I will bet you, just that Arkansas Bestie became a member on my channel, heard Jess Machado because she was counting money every time Arkansas came into her chat. She was counting her. She saw her as a bag of money. I still have my. I need to figure that Arkansas Bestie out. But if she's in your chat and throwing 20 bombs, 50 bombs, 100 bombs, like she has been doing to some of my friends, that's a big old fucking support. Most streams, we don't make $5. So if you can get someone in there to pay $100, you don't want to lose that. If, again, Arkansas says this isn't true, that the $5,000 thing, if someone had given you just $500, you don't want to lose that person because Moonsey isn't going to pay you $500. What is he wearing on his head? A tuna can. No, I think that maybe his wig glue isn't working anymore, so that's why he's always wearing a hat now. And I love that he has it like a good old tough guy. He has it the other way around because we're with the plastic wrappers now. And yet neither of them have talked about anything that's going on in the news. Well, they actually talk about the trial for like 15% of the show. Then the rest of I ran the numbers. I was a little bit bored because I was sick. So I actually did the numbers to break down what did this show where they absolutely don't talk about anyone else at all. If you break it down by numbers, 45 to 55% of the show is attacking Will, Aidan, me, Melanie Little, Masa, Nurse Kim, Lauren, etc. That's the most part of that show. Money, super chat, subs, we are booming talk is 20 to 25%. Actual case coverage and talking about what we are going to do in the future is around 50 to 20%. complaining about people complaining over them is about 10 to 15% of their show. And the claiming that they don't shit on people while actively doing it for fucking half their show is one of their most used sentences. It's they are just really, really, really soft boys.
And they're
Yeah.
so butthurt. Like, how could you say these awful things about Will and fucking Melanie and fucking Mazza and GB saying all these bad things about them? They fucking whine in the comments, and I just laugh. I laugh at all of them. And then, you know,
Do any of you really think that he's laughing at all of them? And why did he bring Melanie Little into this? What had Melanie Little ever done to Little Bald Brian? You know, anytime these cocks are bringing up Melanie Little, it's because mommy demands it. The animal hates Melanie Little. She hates her. That's why they are talking about Melanie Little. The only person that hates Melanie Little on this planet is an animal. That's who makes them talk about Melanie Little. There's no reason that Baldy would be talking about Melanie Little unless it's because mommy needs to be happy because she's the only one flooding this shit show.
I look at people like Jimmy. I'm going to give you 2 seconds here, Jimmy, because I know you're watching. And Baker, you know, like these people that just wake up. Like you look at Baker, and I got a video of him. We're going to play some videos here.
These are lazy people.
Crazy eyes. I call them the crazy eye crew.
Crazy and lazy.
Right.
That's what they are. Crazy and lazy.
Crazy eyes, mit Sahne. If we have any Germans here, they will remember that hit from back in the day. Me and Jimmy is the crazy eye crew. Another one, they were talking about how I look like I'm mad at the world all the time. I'm so mad about everything all the time. What's the joke? What's the joke about me having crazy eyes and calling me lazy? You fuckfaces. Mike, you're breaking TOS every single day by just restreaming called not being on screen. This is what Trial TV Live lost their monetization over. You are just fucking lucky that YouTube hasn't gotten to you yet, because you will lose your monetization because most of your content is just restreaming, which is against YouTube's TOS. You have to be on screen, you have to interact, or else it's restreaming. It's against YouTube TOS, but you are too fucking stupid to understand any of it. And when it happens, you know you will be crying like a little bitch because you don't get the rules. You don't know the rules. You are dumb as dirt. Both of you guys are pathetic little man children who has such a tiny ego. It's around the size of my peen. But you two little boys are sitting there, oh, we're so great. I hate my audience. I'm happy my audience left. You know, it's and crazy eyes. Brian, you made fun of me for wearing a wig. The irony in thinking people are weird for wearing a wig.
It just feels big, like your dick. All right.
Sorry. I hit the wrong button. Aber bitte mit Sahne. Yeah. We have one German who, what was his name? He was really big in Germany back in the night. BLT have a target for super chats. They give him $2. I know other of my friends put up those targets as well. I don't tell you about, I know Nightbot will tell you I have an offsite thing where you can also, I don't do that. I would please ask you, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Helps the channel grow. I don't beg for money. I've tried to get my daughter to make a wish list so we can get stuff for the baby. I would beg for that because that will help my daughter. But these little, they're constantly begging. And if you see in the bottom, they have all the places to go. By the way, promoting your other stuff is also against TOS, but we all do it anyway. Just don't do it if you have a brand where you take off your clothes on. But that's the thing. They are so fucking insecure constantly. And they're always counting money, counting what everyone else is doing. And they are so weak. The things that they think make them cool it's to me, it's just funny that these are the things that they think makes them cool in your people's eyes.
I might mention Aidan in that one because
Yeah.
Aidan's actually in the book.
And
But this is Dave
both of them
Wood.
in the book.
I'm interviewing him next week. You and I are in the book.
We're in the
You know
book.
who's not in the book? Broken Baker. You know, because Dave Wedge is smart. He's a local. He knows who's actually credible around here. He knows who's who. I got like 4 pages in this book.
Is Will in the book, Mike?
No,
Is
Will isn't in the
Will's
book.
not
No.
in the book.
No, you know, the number 1 YouTuber in the book is Aidan Carney. Number 2 YouTuber in the book is me.
You.
I think number 3 is you and
Me.
Microdots.
Yeah.
Like you're tied for 3rd. Like
Look at that crazy-eyed bitch. You think you're cool because somebody who's grifting off the can read wrote a book and gave you 4 pages in the book. Why? Mikey, do you think that in 20 years, someone will meet you when you're out walking your dogs and say, aren't you the guy from that book? And think, oh, you're so fucking cool. I'm in a book. Do you know who you sound like when you say shit like that?
Jay Boogie, you should have been an actor. You are a natural, my friend. Fun fact, I have been offered a part on what is now Outer Banks, and I should have taken it way back then. I just couldn't because they were doing the filming in the Carolinas and whatever. But God, that became a big Netflix show, and I kick myself every day for that. But I did a little bit of acting here and there.
This is exactly who you sound like. You sound like Twisted Tragedies, who think that you're something, but because you got 4 pages in a book, no one is going to read. Do you know that Plevin had a book? Plevin had a bestseller. He was number 1 in a subcategory of a subcategory of a subcategory. That's how you massage the number so you can call it a number 1. Happens all the time. That company is specifically targeting that to make stupid people think that they are famous. But you are now going to sit and talk about how you got 4 pages in a book that no one is going to read. And you're going to interview this guy. And let me guess, you're going to talk a lot about yourself. You're not really going to talk about anything else. Because you're a shitty interviewer. You didn't read the book. You read the 4 pages about yourself. But fucking get out of here. You got 4 pages in a book. That's your big old fucking claim to fame. Why isn't your big claim to fame is you were the guy who was lucky enough to introduce Better Road to us. That was where people know you from. That's why you blew up, Mikey boy. No one gives a shit about how you see cases. You don't know the difference between a deposition and a Brady violation because you don't know shit. You are a lazy, low-down, good-for-nothing guy. The only thing you do is sit with a constant thumb up your ass, crying about everyone else's success and claiming you're the greatest ever. 4 pages in a book. Oh my freaking fucking God. You are so fucking famous. Did you know Menace talked about him 10 years ago? Do you know that? You don't know shit. Brian, LTL, Masa, and Mikey, I wish it would happen for Masa, but it's not going to happen because someone in Blizzards of Lies mentioned them in their book. Will has done more for Karen Reed than you 2 fuckfaces have ever done. Will is more famous than you 2 fuckfaces ever will be. That's why you cry about Will all the fucking time. And do you know what Will didn't need? 4 pages in a book. Will just needed Will. Because Will is fucking great. You 2 little cryboys who did a 2-hour and 20-minute show shit-talking everyone else because you don't have success. It's not making you famous, boys. It's making you the laughing stock. I don't watch your show. No one watches your show. But I was sent all of these clips about you going at me and calling me a PDF file and all of that bullshit you always do and claim I harassed an 11-year-old boy because mommy told you better fucking earn your money, boys. Or else mommy needs to get her pimp hand out and get you to do what she tells you. That's why I went and looked for it. And I haven't covered one of the, well, they called me Crazy Eyes and Angry at the World. I could play those 2 hours. I could sit and do what other channels do. I could just sit and comment on that for 2 hours because most of their show is about me. That fucking guy in Denmark who gets no pages in this book has gotten more mention on a show about the Lindsay Clancy case. Mike and LTL discussing Clancy, Tupac, and Last Night. That's the show title. But it turned into the Baker Show. Because you know what, Mikey? Ever since you were on my show and saw my numbers blow up because I got the panel together and let you be on it out of respect for Better Row because I thought you and Better Row kind of had a thing. Ever since then, you've been fucking envious of me because you saw I had over 10,000 people watching that stream and you couldn't get that. That's why you dual streamed it the week after and never ever asked me about it. I would have let you do it because I'm not here to tout my numbers. I'm not here to talk about money. I'm here because I had an amazing fucking panel show. I had Melanie Little, who you don't like anymore. I had Better Row, who you don't like anymore. I had you, who I don't like. I had Valhalla, who is fucking amazeballs. And I had Ronkel on a show. You didn't do shit because you on a panel show is insufferable. You have nothing. You cannot hang with anyone and you cannot have an intelligent conversation with anyone. Go watch your fucking Afro Man show. It was a me show. Everyone wanted to know what the hell was going on and how the fuck he did all the stuff he did with the videos. And I want to know how Lick and Low Lisa is still on YouTube. But what did you do? Talk about how great you are. You are just as big a narcissist as Twisted Tragedies. And I'm not talking about the medical condition. I'm talking about more the popular use of the word because I'm not a psychologist. But you are such a butthurt little baby. That's why you're fun. Because I know tomorrow you will cry again over me because, oh, you're not allowed to take my name in your mouth. Go fuck yourself, Mikey. The problem is, I don't know if you noticed it. There's way more people who will mention my name than will mention your name. And I didn't get 4 pages in a book. I don't do amazing numbers. I'm not sitting with thousands of viewers. I have a great chat. If I have 20 people here or I have 400 people, my chat is very nice and it's very open to everyone. We don't have to sit here every single day and talk shit about other people just to be happy. You know who needs to talk shit about other people? Tiny, fragile egos. I bet LTL didn't know that the symbol on his hat is actually a black man named Michael Jordan, the jump man, as the symbol. No, that's not Michael Jordan. It's isn't it Larry West? It's the NBA logo. It's not the Air Jordan logo. Mikey is sometimes guest on Grace Curly radio show. I don't know why, because Grace is awesome and he has no insights nor any intellectual analysis. I don't know how he got on the Howie Carr show. The Howie Carr show, it's when he guest hosts those, he doesn't have anything and he's always sitting there like he's thinking. Remember when was it Dina Carvey who did the George Bush II No, it was not ventriloquist, the fat guy who also does John Madden. He was big back in the day, the impressionist. He always did this when he was talking about George Bush, gobble gobble, and said that getting into that was just, oh, you just have to think like I'm thinking about a joke no one else knows. And Mike looks like that. He's always sitting there hunched up and It's you're pathetic, both of you. Yeah, I blew that Afro Man interview big time. Was a waste of a great opportunity that he doesn't deserve. That's because Mike cannot get out of Mike's head. Mike thinks that Mike is important to the world. You're not Mikey. Yeah, you can get great guests, but then you get Duane Perkins on, or Joanne, or whatever her name is, and you go hard in the paint for her. Fucking waste of space. It's a clear splitter candidate, and you're sitting every day and trying to disparage Adam Deitz that everyone else knows is the only reason. Remember, September 1st is when you have to go out and vote. If you want change in Norfolk County, where Mike can't vote either, but he claims I cannot talk about it because I can't vote there. Mike can't either. He doesn't live in Norfolk County. But I know that the only right way for Norfolk to vote is for Adam Deitch. I'm not sitting there and getting butthurt because he doesn't want to come on my show. I still support a man who is clearly the right solution. Yes, Frank Caliendo. I liked him. No, it is the NBA logo. It's Jerry West. Jordans are apart from Nike, and the symbol that I'm thinking also is also the Jordan symbol. No, it's Jordan's is the one where he's jumping. This one is the one dribbling. So that's not John West, Jerry West, West, whatever. Law Talkers sent 10 super chats, sent $10 and said, Mike was right and Brian came back like a man of steel. Love it. Well, that must be hot steel because ain't got no rigidity to that guy. How many of you knows what a rope-a-dope is? I love that that Mike's reference is something that probably was a common saying in the late 70s. Oh, muted video again. I'm sorry. Thank you for telling me. It's to try and fight the echo when I play other stuff. I'll play it again.
Oh, it's like
I'll still be pulling Afro Man type interviews. I'll still be pulling, and I'm not even trying right now. That's the thing. Like, it's kind of like a rope-a-dope. I don't know if people realize what a rope-a-dope is.
Again, he's trying to use a rope-a-dope. Yes. It's a boxing metaphor. It's a thing that they talked about when Muhammad Ali came back and he lost some of his speed. He used to rope-a-dope. It's leaning back on the ropes and then trying to make the other guy miss and then use up all his energy. It's such a old-timey reference. I know that Mikey goes on dates in the old retirement homes, but still, who the fuck talks about rope-a-doping anymore? Boxers don't rope-a-dope anymore either. The boxing games has changed 1,000,000% since Muhammad Ali was there. Muhammad Ali was amazing at rope-a-doping. It's a really, really dangerous sport, a dangerous tactic because you have to be fucking fast or else you get slapped in the face a lot. Mike, you're not rope-a-doping. You're not hiding from anything. You're not evading anything. You're just a little cock who went away. You, about a year ago, you jumped hard against Aidan because I know that you claim that Will just wants Aidan to be gone so he can take over Aidan's spot. That's because Will does absolutely nothing that's the same as Aidan. Nothing. His show is very different from what Aidan does. But that's Will's big plan. That's also why we're trying to take down Jess Machado. If you didn't know that, Aidan made depends on what day. Aidan made me get J7 to fall in love with me and then wait 6 months to quietly block her on my channel, never talk about her again. And then 3 months later, and Aidan is really smart on this one, 3 months later, he made Jess Machado so pissed off that I said, I don't like that fat cunt. Her show is horrible. That she had to do a show talking about my penis. And then we went on for about a month before I replied to that. And then we went for about a week of severe allegations against me, where Aidan was on Team Jess Machado. Aidan told me and Will to, hey, can we just, and we had to do the bro stream. All of this, Aidan planned, because Aidan is so smart. He planned that so he could take down Jess Machado because he was afraid that she was going to take over. Don't go asking Moonsey how that makes sense, because me and Will got mad at Aidan for things Aidan said to us, but actually it was planned all the time by Aidan to take down Jess Machado. This almost a year-long plan. Aidan is really crafty that way. He is really smart. It's because we have the daily meetings in the anti-Jess Machado club. Don't ever use this secret handshake if you meet some of us out there. We will have to spill the beans because you are now a member of the anti-Jess Machado show. And he pays us quite a lot of money to do it. I'm not going to disclose any amount, $45,000 a year. But that's why he have all these fundraisers, to pay us to take down Jess Machado. He's not doing it to try and fight his criminal. It's actually to pay me and Will and Lauren and Jolene to take down Jess Machado. Oh, fuck, I shouldn't have said. Now he's going to be mad at me again. I shouldn't have said that. He was afraid of a scary talent. Yeah, that's he was really, really frightened about that. It's like delusion is in the water in Massachusetts. Yes. I loved how he told her, I don't watch your show because you're a woman, just to piss her off. Again, I love that all of a sudden we are misogynistic because we go at women. I know I'm going at two pussies right now, but that's not misogynistic because I think they identify as male. Scarlett was asking what I was going to talk about tonight, and I said, I'm going to give you a hint. It's a bald pussy, but it's not a female. And she figured out, oh, it's Brian. But we are misogynistic. My problem is I like women too much. You can get into my DMs and you can really catfish me easily because I fucking love women. And I especially love parts of women. That's my big problem. I'm kind of like Aidan. If someone says something nice about Aidan, he loves them instantly and said, oh, yeah, they changed. If I see a nice pair of tits, I'm like, oh, you're probably right. I'm a really bad misogynist because I simp hard for some women. I'm having my gallbladder removed at the end of September. Praying for you as well, Victor, man. And good luck. I heard it as a very non-invasive surgery. Just they're going to make 4 holes in your body and then hopefully get it out that way, so they don't have to cut you all the way up. But good luck with yours. The thing bothering me is that you can see them enjoying shit talking on others. Man-child Brian can't almost contain himself. It's painful to watch. Well, I like shit talking these two assholes, but that's because they have pushed me. I'm not going to go shit talk Bob Motta for going to the Lindsay Clancy trial because, oh, he's getting more views. The problem with these guys is they're envious. That's why they shit talk everyone else, is because they're so fucking envious of everyone else's success. I think it's amazeballs that Motta went to the court because you know he will get those insights that only a lawyer can get in the room. I think it's fucking amazing. I'm not going to shit talk Alexa's room for making a great video because she's great at those shorter form videos and she's funny. I'm not going to go hate on Olap because her channel is blowing up with all of her clip shows. I'm not going to hate on Lauren that, oh, I only have 400 people. She had 800. I'm going to take that bitch down. No, I'm going to yell at her to fucking learn how to clip a show and don't play it on your phone. And then I'm going to go like her stream. Because their big problem and why they're so glad at talking shit about people is because, first of all, No one gives a shit about them. Again, if it wasn't because they had dedicated so much of their show to me, I wouldn't even have looked at it. And I'm not even going to play the parts where they shit talk me, really. Because it's more funny that they're just so obsessed about money and other people's success. But this is the thing these little cunts are doing all the time. It's, oh, we're so famous. Why don't you love us? We don't give a shit. We don't give a shit. You're not relevant for any of the community we hang with because you tried to destroy Aidan. You went hard with the plastic wrappers. Everyone remembers what you did. Everyone remembers when you went on DJ's show. Oi, 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 oi. Everyone remembers that. Everyone remembers all the times Mikey tried to play it again just to get some fucking views so he could mooch off of Karen Reed. He keeps going at Aidan with, oh, do you think I don't talk to Karen Reed anymore? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit what Karen Reed is doing. She had a 3-minute hearing yesterday. I don't think anyone covered it. Maybe Grant did. I don't know. We don't care who you talk to, Mike. You can talk to whomever you want to talk to. Just stop being a little beta. Do your own shit. It's the same with Jess Machado when she's like, oh, I don't talk about Aidan. He's in every fucking thumbnail, and you can't go 5 seconds without mentioning his name because you know you have nothing if you don't have hate for Aidan. That's all you have. All of you little weirdos, all you have is hate on everyone else. But aren't you doing the same right now, Baker? Yeah, I am. I'm having a fun time doing a petty stream. I won't be doing this tomorrow night. They will, because that's all they have. Every single show is the same. Naniel wants us to shit talk Melanie Little, and we want to sit and shit talk creators who are better than us. I don't give a shit that your channels are 3 times as big as mine. I don't. I don't give a shit how much money you make. It's only envious people who gives a shit about that. You don't stream for your sub count. You stream for the people who are watching your show, and you try to give them a good show. And talking about getting 4 pages in a book, who the fuck cares? Well, I had an interview. That was fucking horrible. Everyone talked about how shitty that interview was because you have no personality. You need a personality to be an interviewer. You want to sit there and tout how you got some weed legislation pushed through. That's your only fucking claim to fame. And then picking up dog shit. Well, I don't even have to do that. I could just stay at home because I make so much money. You don't make so much money. At least what we see you bringing out of super chats, you're not making thousands of dollars a stream. You're not making 10 stacks like Jess Machado. You're making a decent, normal YouTube income. That's not enough to live or die on. It'll buy you some nice things, but you're not going to go out and buy a new house. That's why you're so fucking envious that you have to sit and always talk about how much my numbers are up. Your numbers are fucking down. And you know it. They claim they're more popular now than they were during the Karen Reed show. You had 100 people watching you. You used to have thousands of people watching you. And you want to lie to your audience now and say that you're doing better? Just accept it. We all did fucking well during Karen Reed. And now we don't. It's different. My daytime shows are absolutely in the crapper. Not worth doing them if I was just looking for views clicks. I would do a 1-hour show where I would just talk about one thing. And I would have more views than I have on a 6-hour shows. But I like doing it. That's why I do it. I like hanging out with the people who come in chat. I like it when Jamie can join me. That's why I do it. I don't do it for the money, the clicks, or the views. Do it because I like to cover it. And you two little insecure fucks, you couldn't do that because if you don't get paid, it's not good enough. Remember what Brian said? Yeah, it's all the people I didn't want here. You want everyone there because it's up to you to try and get them to come back. And you cannot do that because you have no personality. Your only personality is, I want to be famous. Fuzzy Dog puppet. Having your gallbladder out initially is not really a big deal, but after, be very, very careful with what you eat. I've heard that, and also heard that it doesn't really matter. We're going to have to see it. I think it's very dependent on who you are, how it happens. I just hope that, I just want the pain to go away. That would be my thing. If I then have to eat less McDonald's, I'll be fine. I've eaten enough McDonald's in my life, so I'll make sure. She's pissed because you all uplift each other, and she gets mad when someone is doing better than her. Oh yeah, JM, yeah. She can't. Well, that's because she never had a friend in real life. She doesn't understand that being friends is seeing Lauren doing amazingly, blowing up every night. That's being happy on her behalf is what friends do. We don't sit here and say, "Oh, Lauren is doing well. We better take her down a notch." None of us have ever said, "Oh, we should do a." What was it she called it? Her Jess Machado network, or what the fuck she was calling it. None of us wants to do that. We are all independent creators who just comes together now and again and have fun. That's what friends do. We try to help each other as much as we can. We try to drop some links. By the way, Hellfish Haven just hit 500 subs. Go give him a sub and help a man out who has been vilified tonight and doxxed by these crazy fucking people. Go help him out. Support those people. That's what we do as friends. Is there money, clicks, and views in supporting Hellfish? No, but he's a fucking good guy. He's a great guy. And this is what you do when you meet great people. You help them. Valhalla was co-streaming the most of the Karen Reed case with me. So when I did my third panel show that I set up, I said, we're going to do it on your channel, Valhalla. We're not going to do it on my channel. And he was like, no, I don't want to do that. We are. This is my payment for you helping me out. I can't pay you money, but I can do it on your show. I can promote it. And he got a shit ton of subscribers out of that. That's what I can do for payment. That's how friends try to help each other. We promote each other. We go on each other's shows. We don't sit here and cry over other people's success. Melanie has been getting 150,000 to 200,000 a day doing the Lindsay Club. Oh, views. Oh, yeah. Well, she's running 12, 15,000 live viewers. She's doing great. She is, her and Emily D. Baker are the two biggest channels in true crime right now. And both of them are really great at what they're doing. And couldn't have happened to a nicer person. That's the thing. You don't hate on her for doing good. You support her. You say, this is fucking amazing. You can sit here and be petty and say, oh, no. Support her. Go out and say, if you want to follow the Lindsay Clancy case, watch Melon Little. Watch The Mothers. Both channels are very, very, very good to watch it on. You support each other. That's what friends do. And we're not friends, but this is what we do. We support each other. We don't need a network of $500 and 20% and all of that bullshit and rules. We'll come in and out of each other's lives and we'll promote, we'll redirect, we'll rate, we'll do all of that stuff. That's what you do on YouTube when you're trying to build a network. That's networking on YouTube. It's not doing contracts. BLT has 180,000. No, he hasn't. He has 60,000. Yeah, I love having Jamie on too because she's always happy. He works too much. Yeah, and that's the thing. And she will tell you, hey, I'm not here today. Go watch it at someone else. He done it to me as well, whereas he said, hey, go over and check it out. I know Baker will do it tomorrow. Because we are nice to each other. We are nice to each other. And that's why when Naniel came in and she thought, oh, I can take this bitch down, and she couldn't. That's when she invented Court TV gave me $1 million up front with no strings attached. Sure, they did. Oh, by the way, the Tooth Fairy gave me a 200 million billion, but I gave it back because I thought, nah, it's too much. Sure, Naniel.
but we kind of been roping doping them. And now
Yeah.
we're like in the 14th round and we're going, oh yeah, we're still here. You know, and like they still like think
These punches are worse than the ones Randall did the night he was talking about fighting.
14th round and we're going, oh yeah, we're still here. You know, and like they still like think they're winning, but they're getting some shots and they're like, what the fuck's going on? I thought we had an easy fight here. I got rope doped. It's like 15th round and oh, what the fuck? Like that's what's going on.
Again, Mikey, if you fight like this, probably don't call out people and say that you want to fight them because that's not going to end well with those weak little punches. But the last thing I want, because it's been fucking 2.5 hours. Well, I'm doing better than I thought I would because I thought, I'll last an hour and then I'll go down. Why would anyone go after Melanie? She's so sweet and doesn't talk about anyone. Because Melanie is doing great. Success breeds more enemies than anything else. And Melanie is good at what she's doing. And Melanie stays in her lane. Rarely she will talk out about some of the bullshit. But because she's successful, they'll hate her. Kitten paws. Yeah. Don't use boxing metaphors when this is your punching. I have done those boxercise classes in gyms, and even the women know that you have to put your shoulder into punches. You don't. Well, he used to be a wrestler. He wasn't a boxer. Look at Brian trying to understand what Cryford was saying. Yeah, he was like, what are you talking about, you idiot? Mikey is a wrestler, not a boxer. Yeah, he's a lover, not a fighter. Yeah, and that's the thing. There's nothing worse than people sitting in chat and telling you you're doing it wrong. Well, then just fuck off. Well, you shouldn't do this. Okay, go do it on your own channel then. If I'm doing it wrong. That was the thing. Day7 got really pissy about that. I was clipping things the wrong way. Okay, well, fuck you. And then she would send me these billion clips that I didn't use for anything because I was really shitty at being a YouTuber. Okay, I am. I'll admit it. I have no fucking talent. But again, I don't care. I like what I'm doing. I'm not trying to be Aidan. I'm not trying to be Danny. I'm not trying to be Will. I'm not trying to be Brian LTL. I'm Baker. I'll do it my way. And I will do it my way if I have 1 viewer, 0 viewers, or 100 viewers. Because that's the only way I can be. I can only be me, or else I will be lying to you. That's why I will be vulnerable sometimes. I have been on a shit ton of stress, not only on YouTube, also in my real life. And I've been emotional on some stages. I know that Fatso want to claim that I'm emotionally manipulating. No, I don't emotionally manipulate because I don't do that. Well, I'm not mentioned in that book. And Brian is a fat fuck. I don't do that. That's when we say you're emotionally manipulating because we can tell you're fake crying. I actually, and I have allowed myself to get emotionally because I haven't done that in almost the 50 years I've been on my planet. I've never done that. But sometimes I really fucking hurt. And I feel like I hurt my friends. And that's the worst part. I don't give a shit that I do dumb shit. I don't give a shit that I end up in some trouble because, hey, I got catfished. It happens. What hurt me was my friends getting hurt. And I was emotional about that. I know that you're not allowed to do that. I know only bitches do that. While all of these cunts are crying daily on their shows. But that's me. I'm the biggest piece of shit that you will ever meet, but I'm also a human being sometimes. And I can only be that. I'm not looking at Aidan's show to do the next Bus Stop Live. Stop Live. I'm not looking at Jay Machado's show to do the next Social Horizon chat. because that's just not my personality. I will be me with all the good and with all the bad. And these people should try being the same because people will come for you. But you have to be you. You cannot lie. This is why people like Melanie Little. Melanie Little will lose her mind sometimes when it gets too much, showing she's a human being. We are not perfect as streamers. We're not great every day. Sometimes it's fucking annoying sitting here. And sometimes we lose it. And that's why people like Melanie, because she's human. These little whining cunts sitting there, oh, my money is up, I'm doing so great. You're fucking fakes. You're all fakes. Your money isn't up. You're not doing great. And people know your money isn't up, that you're not doing great. So they know you're lying to them. And lying to your audience is the worst thing you can do. Because the audience will leave you, because they cannot trust you. Hellfist did all of my video game thumbnails. Well, could he have done your videos instead? Because you were hot. What? Hey, Scott. Sometimes you just gotta let it out. Well, sometimes it just gets, and again, I could just have ended the stream or anything. But no, I've allowed myself to be vulnerable sometimes. Yes, please go and support Hellfish because these fuckers attacked him hard yesterday. But I saw this chart yesterday. Most of you doesn't know what this is. This is from Playboard. This is how these are views. The top graph is views. And it's amazing to see how one channel who has 60,000 subscribers, this is numbers of subscribers, on a downward trend, haven't really picked up any new subscribers. On this day, this green bar, this channel made 76,000 views on a channel that on the same day lost subscribers. That's magical. That doesn't happen. I wonder how the hell. Look at how shitty the graph has been. And then all of a sudden, 70,000 and 40,000. No subscriber growth. I hate it when my videos go viral and not one person chooses to subscribe to my channel. They actually leaves my channel when my channel got 140,000 new views. Some people, all the wrong people, will, of course, say this is an indication that someone is fudging the numbers. I cannot prove it, and I would, of course, never, ever claim that someone is bypassing YouTube's TOS and rules by boosting their sub counts or view counts. But because, again, really, really big problem, especially because your views are the ones that get you money. So if you're fudging that, you are defrauding YouTube. They really don't like that. So I hope it's just because they reinstated some old videos that they had hidden before, because that could also be if you take a video off, you'll lose the views, but when you then install it again, I think the views come back. Could have been that they took a shit ton of videos down and then put it up again. But it's magic. Magic that a channel that has 60,000 subs gets 76,000 views on the same day. That's a lot of views. Morning on half team break at the school I teach. Nice getting a bit of life. Well, you're getting the very last tip of it because I'm leaving. But I can't prove that someone is fudging the numbers to try and look successful so they can sit and say, money's up, y'all. But it looks weird. Gerke, our South African friend. Why do I try to do a South African accent? I don't know. I can't do that. But Nandi, 1986, received a membership from the wonderful cat from South Africa. A lot of fake accounts, but what do I know? It's still, it's the same when someone tells you, and this is also against YouTube's TOS. We've talked a lot about that tonight. If someone tells you to, hey, go support our bestie Ursula by making sure that you turn on your phone, your laptop, your tablet, and your TV and follow the stream I'm all for. That's illegal, according to YouTube TOS, because it's boosting the numbers and the views are what we get paid ad revenue on. So if you are watching on four different screens, you are actually watching the numbers, and no streamer is allowed to promote that. Or if anyone writes it in chat, they have to. They should take it down because again, that's taking money that you're not allowed to. You love the sticky bins. Well, it's again. It's to show you all how much money I made. Oh, look at that. Oh, there's a red one. There's a pink one. Oh, look at all the money. Literally, it's what does the oak care if the wild boar rubs against it? Well, I'm not saying that I will go around in your house and check if you are on your phone tweeting and you're watching on the TV. But if I was a YouTuber and I told you, or my mods were telling you, hey, everyone, numbers are a bit in the tank, please do this, then my channel has tried to circumvent YouTube's TOS. It could give you a channel strike. It could give you demonetization as well. South Africa. That's all I know how to say perfectly in South African accent. I worked with a woman from there for a few years, and it's my favorite accent. But I cannot replicate it for save my life. No, it's a weird one. It's kind of an Australian accent and a Dutch accent mixed together. Oh, the notes gave you. Well, I like the notes because it's more visual, because the lights are hitting now, but yeah. No, if you promote it in my chat, I will take it down because again, it's trying to circumvent YouTube's TOS. But that's just me. I've seen people buying viewers in other communities. They will all of a sudden have 17,000 views, but the chat is creeping slow. That's one of the things you can always try and go and gauge if the numbers are real, is by looking at how is the like to view ratio. We have 400 people here today, and I have. Why the hell can I see my likes? Why can't I see my like? I only have 262 likes. You lazy bums, hit the like button. Well, again, that's 50% of people have hit it. Some of these chats, some of these channels that have not so much when it's videos. So if you go in and watch a video about the newest Football Manager game, likes won't be as prevalent. But especially us live shows, because we will tell you to do it because we are live. We want to be promoted in the algorithm so more people might come watch us. But look at the chat rate. Our chat rate right now is 3. It's not boosting, but it's also very late in the evening. And the views to likes ratio is normally a good indication. If those two metrics are way off, something's wrong. How is that not digging a hole for yourself? It seems very unsustainable. Have you met dumb people? They do dumb things. By the way, the last thing I want to tell people, because a lot of people don't understand it. I saw it yesterday. People think that Jess Machado is buying views because she has 700 people watching and then she has 5,000 views on the video. YouTube counts views on time because the way YouTube counts views is for the amount of potential. I'm not 100% the terminology, but the amount of potential ads shown to person A. This is Harpenny. She stays for the show for the entire time. She could have seen 5 ads. So her one person will then equate into 5 views. This is the dumbed down version. But this is why chats where there's 1,000 people might have 10,000 views. It's because one viewer can be multiple views. That's why you cannot do. It's the same right now. I'm sitting with 400 people and I have 1,593 views. It has to do with the potential amount of ads you can be shown. I think that's the metric. We don't know really, but that's why views and viewers are 2 very separate things. And that's why Aidan gets it a little bit wrong when he says that there's more money in it to do long streams. That's not true. It depends on if you can get viewers to stay here while you do your longer streams, because again, ad revenue comes from the number of potential ads shown on your stream. So if you just have 5 hours and people only stick around for 5 minutes at the time, you won't be making much money. But having you people being here for the entire show, having potentially been shown a lot of ads, makes it that the view count is disproportionately higher. My view count is 3 times higher than my viewer count. So it's not an indication. The thing you can say is if you have 1,000 people in chat, but you have 200,000 views, that's an indication something is off. But if it's within those margins, around 3-4 times as many, that's totally normal. It's not the same thing. A lot of people makes that mistake saying, well, I was in her chat, she had 1,000 people watching, but she has 6,000 views. No, that's totally normal. It's based on the amount of ads you potentially could have been shown. But all of you, of course, already invested in premium because no one wants to watch the ads. I do hear a lot about viewer retention. Yes, that's the thing, the metric. If you can keep people here for X amount of things, YouTube will see, oh, people want to stick around. Some other people might want to watch the show, so they'll promote it. YouTube is all social media. It doesn't matter if it's your Facebook or it's your Instagram or it's your YouTube or it's whatever Lefty, his only feed. But this is how they work. When I go live, I'm in the middle circle. If I hit X amount of people liking and watching, I will go into the next circle. That's more people being suggested to watch my video. And then you just grow. If you have viewer retention, if you have likes, that's why we always ask you, please like this show, because it'll bump us out. So more people potentially could see my channel and think, oh, I want to go see what that is, because people are over there. YouTube is promoting it. So having a high viewer retention and a high like average makes it so YouTube think this is a good show. Let's show it to more people. So that's how all of this works. People come and go and watch it in bits. Each time they come back, it's a view. Ads has literally 0 to do with views. Absolutely wrong. Freaking wrong. The new thing is they will count views from the beginning when you come in, but viewer retention has an impact on your views. It's not that people come in and out. That'll count, yes, but it is quite literally to do with the amount of ads that you can be shown, because the views is what pays your ads. So that has to do with it. It's that's why you also have the retention time, and I have a retention time on this show 38 minutes on average. So that's over 2.5 hours. People have stuck around for 40 minutes on average. The premium light is pretty good for $9. I just pay for premium because I stream other streams, so I can't show you ads. I think that's Valhalla. Actually, at some point, someone gifted him money to buy premium, and he was like, "Nah, I'm never gonna have it." It's the best streaming service and the cheapest streaming service you can have. Who the fuck wants to want to watch ads? It's cheaper than having Netflix, and you watch it more. Retention is huge, but if there is no ads, then explain people aren't monetized. Views don't count. Because your views counts towards monetization. You have to have subs and views to get monetized. You have to keep X amount of views a year to stay monetized because it shows that you are worth investing in for YouTube. I make YouTube money enough that they can pay me money. That's why we have every year to retain a certain amount of views, or else we will lose our monetization. That's why when I started my channel, when I got monetized, I had 35,000 views on my channel, and you needed 4, but I just didn't have the subscriber count. Views counts on non-monetized channels just as much as on everyone else, because it'll show YouTube that you're worth invested in, giving you monetization. That's why I always tell people, don't go for monetization when you are at the number. Grow a little bit more so you can tell YouTube, hey, look, people still come around. It's not just, oh, I want to get to this so I can get monetized. Because YouTube also needs to see that you're worth earning money for them. You need to show them that you can make money. I believe that there is, maybe I got that wrong. I read back when I got monetized, but they changed the rules all the time. But I think that we had to keep the minimum required views to get monetized. We had to make that every year. It's 4,000. It's not that much. You can make it in a week when you have a certain size channel, but other channels have to struggle to get to that. But that was how I read it back when I got monetized. I had to keep my sub numbers up, and I had to keep my view hours up. They might have changed it again. They change monetization constantly. Who knows? But let's go and find you someone to jog over to, because I need to get to the gym. It's almost 10 o'clock. I'll be back at 10 p.m. today and be covering the Mario Fernandez Saldana case out of Florida, and see if there's been a lot of technical stuff the 2 days I've been off. So, Cosy G is live. We can go to Cosy G. I'll be back covering that today, and hopefully we can catch up with where they are. I know I have been off. Again, North Dakotan. I love viewing your views. Thank you so much, North Dakotan, and thanks for 7 months. I love when you view my views. I love being viewed by you. Oh, Story Bright Bear, 22 months. I missed this as well. I'm getting really bad at streaming. Howdy all. Love you, Baker. Love you right back, Browdy Bear. Bright Bear. Why? I can't read anymore. And the final little thing again. Stop fucking doxing people. Your pathetic fat ass isn't that important that you can ruin people's lives. Anyone who support that fat piece of shit, anyone who have supported her and sat in her channel and talked nice to her for the last 3 months, go fuck y'all. You know exactly who she is. You know exactly what she did. And today she's trying to hurt a guy who has done nothing to her other than said, if you raise names for veterans, you fucking pay veterans. Fuck all of you un-American pieces of shit. Des Machado, the Republican, shitting on veterans. Is that what you hang out with? It's a God's wonder that no one voted for you in that school election, where you were so heinous that you got an RO against you as a fucking politician. But if you are in real life like you are online, I understand why no one likes you. I understand why apparently now your daughter's friends, families are DMing people and talking about how horrible you are in real life. You are the one who platformed J7 and all of her fucking lies. If anything happens to Hellfish or his wonderful young daughter, this is on you, you fat cunt. Oh, they can't say, they said I was behind the swatting. I don't do anything. You platformed that cunt who tonight threatened a man. I sell life insurance, you're gonna need one. That's a threat too. You promote that fat cunt. Your fucking show tomorrow, instead of sitting there crying over Aidan and how everyone hates your fat ass, should be J7 is dead to me. That cunt is dead to me. She goes after veterans. She threatens people on their lives. She has multiple times threatened to harm herself just to get attention. I'm done with that fat cunt. But it won't be, because you need her. Because she's the only one more miserable than you, so you can always drift off of her. You despicable piece of shit. No one would have known who J7 was if you didn't put her on there. No one. And you promote that shit all the fucking time. She's a good person. I know people. I support her. I know her heart. She's just like one of my friends. She's like TT. Well, I feel fucking sorry for TT that she has to be part of your show too. Why do you prey on everyone? You prey on a mentally ill woman because she pays you money. Your show tomorrow, and all you fucking bunions, better be, you go and make sure nothing. You sleep outside of Hellfish's house and make sure nothing happens to Hellfish. You tell that fat cunt that if anything happens to Hellfish or his wonderful little daughter, hell is coming. You despicable fat cunt. You are the reason J7 does what she does. You support her, you promote her, and you fucking write the same checks she does. So Jess Machado, fuck you. And fuck every single horse that you rode in on. And all those little despicable bunions, fuck all of you. Any one of you. All you moonsies, all of you dirty divas, all you prison misties. This is the real people you support. People who threaten a fucking veteran with a young daughter. You're despicable. You are despicable. And you, Jess Machado, the greatest journalist, touched by God, God-given talent. I'm a great Republican. Fuck you more than anyone else. Cry over this tomorrow. Cry that you tried to destroy a man just because you stole money from veterans and you defrauded your chat. Pay your fucking bills. Send the stuff to people that you stole money from. You fucking disgusting cunt. And I hope, at some point, I hope that YouTube will do what is in their rules. And they will take you down because you are fucking harassing everyone every single day on your show. The day you're not on YouTube anymore, and I'm not going to do it. I don't want to control you, you disgusting piece of shit. No one wants to control you. No one gives a shit about you. When you're gone from the internet, I'll be happy. I'll be celebrating. Because you have done nothing but ruining every single person you got in contact with. And more people are seeing it. Sadly, a lot of dumb people still thinks that you are a real one. But if you saw the show on J7's channel where you came the fucking idiot and J7 were threatening people with doxing, you've done it to 1 million people. I really hope that the Massachusetts laws where veterans are a protected class will fucking bite you in the ass. I hope that someone makes a harassing phone call to Hellfish and we know exactly where it stems from. I don't give a shit if you were behind the doxing or the swatting. I don't give a shit. We were swatted because you platformed a psychotic bitch. You didn't have to pick up the phone. You didn't have to call in Knoxville PD or whoever it was and say something happened. You platforming sick fucking people and hating on everyone is what has grown this. You calling me a PDF file is what has grown this. You run an army of insane fucking crazy women. And I hope to God that YouTube finally looks at your channel and sees what your show is, and you will be fucking permabanned. And then your fat, disgusting ass will have no money. You will be back measuring your neighbor's pools because you're a fucking despicable, envious cow with no life. Imagine if your monetization went away tomorrow. You would die because you wouldn't be making all the money. Fuck you and the horse you rode in on. Fuck your cunty friend. Fuck Kane. Fuck every single one of the people who were in that chat and supporting it. Fuck all of you. Anyone who platforms or supports these people, fuck you too. Well, we just want to get their side of the story. Fuck you too. Hellfish is better than any of us. Hellfish tries to help people who is about to do some really bad decisions. Hellfish is supporting all of us. Hellfish is raising a young daughter. Hellfish gave years of his life for you. And this is how you pay him back, just because your cunty little emotions got hurt. Fuck all of you. Fuck all of you. Go die in a hole.